Kool TV proudly presents Raceland Rams football as the Kool Hit Sports Network brings you coverage of the Raceland Rams live from Raceland, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for Countdown to Kickoff and Raceland Rams football live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from Rams Stadium. Inside the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth, James Collier, Spencer Hutchinson, happy to have you along with us here tonight. Regional championship matchup tonight here in round number 3. The number 5 ranked Hazard Bulldogs, 8-4. The 4th ranked Raceland Rams also at 8-4 in a rematch back in October the 4th. Good evening, everyone. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here as this one will decide who moves on into the state Final Four that will play next week. Destinations for everybody is still unknown, as we still have a lot of things that has to figure out tonight, Spencer. But one of the things that we've got to first take care of, this game here. Yeah. And, again, we'll be keeping a close eye on all of the games around the area. But this one here, again, win and you take whatever options are there. And we broke it down throughout the broadcast last night on our playoff preview show. There's 6 different possibilities that Raceland could find out with a win here and all the other games that still have to play this evening.
Yeah, and I think Mike Salmon's motto is, we play one play at a time, one game at a time. And when you're a home team in late to mid-November, you just got to take care of business. Put yourself in an opportunity where you can go on the road. And, a lot of people will say pressure is a privilege. Put yourself in a position where you have pressure on you. And up until now, James, Raceland has not had that.
I'm going to disagree with you there, because Raceland had that in that LCA game. And that was a really good football game that the Rams pushed, had an opportunity, and felt like they may have had some opportunities that was there a couple of inches different way. They may be leaving LCA with a win. But the last 2 weeks, they played comfortable, as did Hazard the last 2 weeks, including that win down in Williamsburg last week. You go to Williamsburg, that's a tough place to go. They got a convincing win.
Yeah, and I think it's a different type of pressure down at LCA. This is not my season's on the line pressure. Raceland's going to face one of those 3rd and 10s when the game is tied, and Waller's going to have to make one of those throws to convert. Are they that team this year? I think they're better defensively than some of the teams of the past. I think they're a little bit more athletic. They have more weapons, and I think something that a lot of people have fed back to me about our show, James, is we mentioned that Coach Mike Salmons has had to call a different offensive scheme built for this offense, and I think it gives them more sharper teeth. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It makes it harder for teams to prepare for a Raceland team that lines up and is most likely more athletic than you are.
We'll find out for certainly as we get rolling here in this one in just a little bit. We'll step out for our first break. When we return, we'll continue breaking things down between Hazard and Raceland. Regional championship game here tonight and a berth in the state semis next week on Black Friday. Our coverage continues after this on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back here at Rams Stadium at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth, James Collier and Spencer Hutchinson, happy to have you along with us here tonight as we get you set for Raceland and Hazard in the regional championship game and a berth in the state Final Four next Friday on Black Friday. We're going to step out for the national anthem. We'll come back. We'll continue breaking things down as we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Back in the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth, James Collier, Spencer Hutchinson, happy to have you along with us here tonight as we get you set for Raceland and Hazard here in the regional championship game. A pair of 8-4 teams, Spencer, that again met here back on October 4th. It was a 42-8 running clock fashion win by the Raceland Rams. It was a very dominating performance as well. The defense that night for the Rams stood tall. 2 fumbles, 5 punts, 2 turnovers on downs, the offensive series for the Hazard Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I think that, don't take this the wrong way, because I know we have some people that are watching from Hazard, but Raceland, their worst enemy is not Hazard, it's themselves. Do they come out with the same energy that they did back early in the season? If they do, it'll be a long night for Hazard. And something else to mention is it's kind of raining and snowing. It's blowing in sideways like over in Vietnam when Forrest Gump was there.
Yeah, the wind very heavily favoring down the field from the baseball field to the softball field. So blowing parallel to US 23 that runs right alongside here. But it has been it's a misting rain. It's nothing heavy.
No.
But it is enough to where it's going to keep things wet throughout the evening.
So Raceland they really haven't had to flex their muscles with the special teams. If you lose a toss, you want to go from right to left. You want to be able to be in a position where if you go 3 and out, if you have to punt, that wind's going to help you maybe carry the ball 10 or 15 more yards.
Yeah, and that's something we'll keep a close eye on tonight, because that wind is going to keep that flag stuck out away from the mast this evening. Let's talking of the matchup here tonight. Let's take a look at the quarterbacks, and Max Pelfrey and Jacob Waller. Pelfrey, the senior. Waller, the sophomore. He took over the reins at Newport Central Catholic and became the true QB1. They platooned through those first 4 games, but you see the numbers there. Pelfrey having obviously his best season of his career. The senior, 7,374 yards, 71 touchdowns, 45 interceptions. He threw for 1,171 last year, 1,821 as a sophomore. 1961 as a freshman. But here tonight, it's going to be up between those two guys to get their teams where they need to go. And I will be shocked to say, in this type of elements, those two are not going to be the ones that decide this outcome.
Right, and truthfully, James, I'll go a step further because I like my hogs up front. It will not be the running backs either. It will be who wins the line of scrimmage. Which offensive line, which defensive line gets a better push will win this game. Now, there will be some big pass plays. But if Raceland's able to get 4 or 5 yards of carry, they're not going to throw the ball, James. They'd be crazy to do it. Why would you do it? And you know, Raceland's got a deep backfield. I think that's something that people don't really, you hear all about Raceland's defense, but they got 3 guys they can take to the house on any carry.
Well, let's talk about that backfield. Here's 2 of them. Shannon Marucci and Jonah Arnett, they have been the guys that's kind of been the glue to keep the backfield together in the absence of Landon Stiltner. The sophomore broke his foot in the matchup on October 4th against his Hazard team. He returns tonight. But you look at Shannon Marucci and Jonah Arnett, what they have done, again, through the ground game and the air attack. Marucci, 11 rushing touchdowns this season on only 377 yards. On Arnett's side, he's done a little bit of everything. They've lined him up at every possible position. And talking with Mike Sammons, he said many times, he said, we have so many possessions that we have to make certain he touches the football because if he demands that type of attention.
Yeah, and used to, and I'm just basic knowledge, teams could come out here defensively and play a cover 2 with 2 high safeties against Raceland, and that would defend most of their stuff. But when you, like you said, when you put Arnett in the backfield, when you split him out, and you got Ison at that wide receiver position now, they've got some serious speed out there, James. And, a lot of jet sweeps. They've even lined up Arnett at the tight end. I've seen him score touchdowns.
They'll go on a 12 set.
So now you can't just sit in that traditional cover 2. You're basic cover 4 now, and you're just hoping that one of your safeties can cover those receivers man-to-man.
All right, we'll take a break. We come back, we'll meet our officiating crew, get our weather forecast, and we are about ready for football. About 8 minutes and some change left to go here in the pregame show, and we are ready to kick things off when we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Kickoff on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Back at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth, James Collier, Spencer Hutchinson. Happy to have you along with us here tonight on a cold, windy, and rainy, snowy night here in Ramland. Let's meet our officiating crew. They're brought to you in part by the great folks at Tri-State Ophthalmology for complete eye care as well as LASIK eye surgery. See the good folks at Tri-State Ophthalmology. Our referee is Jordan Atkins. Our umpire, Tony Willman. Head linesman, Matthew Kennedy. The line judge is David Simons. The back judge is Miles McKinney. Side judge, Scott Moore. And the field judge is Kyle Rollman. Officials assigned to this game out of the 9th region. Let's take a look at our weather forecast tonight. It's brought to you in part by Big Sandy Superstores of the Tri-State, with a store located there on Caramel Boulevard in Grayson. Cloudy and cold, 40 degrees at kickoff. Winds 10 to 20, gusts 30. But you can kind of see it's been that misty rain that we've had. It's nothing that's really putting a lot of precipitation down. It is just enough to be a nuisance, and it's going to hang off and on much of the evening.
Now, if you're looking at the camera from the house and you're watching this broadcast, it looks like snow, but it's not. It's that fine mist, just enough to make everything nasty.
One game already underway. Campbellsville has grabbed an early 7-0 lead on Newport Central Catholic.
Newport Central Catholic get off the bus down 7-0?
I guess so.
The game wasn't supposed to kick off for 5 more minutes.
Yeah, they decided to go with it from there. We've got one more break to take. We'll take it when we return. We'll play some football. Hazard, Raceland, a regional championship next on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back in the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth as we get you set for Raceland and Hazard. Happy to have everyone along with us here tonight alongside Spencer Hutchinson and my great crew here with Kool TV. Our executive producer is Trey Collier. Our camera operators tonight, Sheila Martinez, Skylar Gallion, and Lily Stevens, as well as Cam Bryan. That's Cam Bryan that you're seeing there in that camera shot field level. All 4 of those that I mentioned there on the cameras tonight, members of my Raceland Worthington media crew here at Raceland Worthington High Schools. But, again, we're going to take you as close to the field as we can get. The last time these two teams played, Cam was running the steady cam for the first time ever, and Hazard scored their touchdown. He ran onto the field to do what he was supposed to do, of course. Didn't realize they're lining up for 2.
Yeah.
Well, Hazard was trying to go for 2, and I said, well, we'll go for 2 as soon as the cameraman gets out of the huddle. He was literally on the field. They're about to snap the football.
Well, I know that I get, for those of you who watch me and James's show during the week, I'll give James a hard time about his broadcast. But, now that we're live, I can say this. You run the best broadcast in the area here at Raceland.
Thank you, my man.
It is really something special, the way that you – I don't have to.
Hey, I'm like I interrupt you real quick because a breaking in a score going on right here. Pikeville just intercepted Sayre in the end zone.
Oh my goodness! See, I knew that Sayre was at the 2-yard line.
They were at the 2. They were at the doorstep and couldn't get through. So
Luke Pennington,
that's only his 3rd interception of the season.
And James
no, check that. No, check that. That's his 4th. He threw 2 last week.
James said only 3 last night.
Yeah, only 3 last night.
He'll probably throw 3 tonight.
All right, so you see our teams there going through their final handshakes, and we are about ready for football here tonight.
One thing, though, James, Hazard is a traditional powerhouse. This is a team that knows how to win these big games. They did it at Pikeville a couple of years ago, the biggest upset maybe in early playoff season history in the new format, knocking off that's what pretty much gave Paintsville a state title.
Well, this is game number 1,032 for the Rams, entering their 99th season, 604, 393, and 34. This will be the 9th time these two teams have met. Raceland owns the series 7-1. The first meeting back in 1986, Raceland won that game 17-14. The only loss came in 1989, 18-14, by the Hazard Bulldogs. Raceland is 3-1 here at home. They're 4-0 down in Hazard. They've only played in the playoffs once. That was back in 2022. 17-14, the Rams hold on for the win, and a Logan Lundy plunge on 4th down that sealed the deal that took the Rams to Kroger Field. For the Bulldogs, 1,056. That's game number tonight. 651, 380, and 24. They started their campaign back in 1925. A first year at 6-1 under head coach Pat Payne. They do have that one state championship to their belt. 24-6 back in 2011, they knocked off Mayfield. They've been there 3 times.
James, we didn't get an indication on who gets the ball first. I didn't see down the field.
I did not either. Well,
Raceland won the toss and declined.
okay, so Raceland won the toss.
So they're going to go left to right, right to left. Then.
Yeah, so I would imagine that. Our kickoff tonight is brought to you in part by the Ashland YMCA. Check out and see what the Y can do for you. All Raceland touchdowns are brought to you in part by Brent Roark Nationwide Insurance with offices located in Grayson and Flatwoods. All Rams first downs brought to you in part by Ram Pharmacy located on Greenup Avenue. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life. And trips inside the orange zone for the Rams brought to you in part by DSI Printing and Ron Keaton located just across the street from the high school.
James, the first quarter's already done down in Sayers from when I've got people that are telling me.
They must have started early.
My goodness. It must have been a mutual agreement between the teams or something.
All right, so Raceland is going to kick the football. So the Bulldogs will get it to start things off here. 2 men deep standing at their own 15 as Waller has it teed up at the 40. He'll put it in the air. It is fielded over top of the man's head and goes through the back of the end zone and a touchback.
There's the wind.
Yeah, that was definitely wind aided. That was no doubt about that. That was wind aided. So that'll bring the football out to the 20.
This is the biggest possession of the night maybe for Hazard. They've got to set a tone here early, James.
So back spell free. Starts with Memphis Blankenship in the backfield. Puts a man in motion. They'll throw it on 1st and 10. Little inside pass out to the far sideline. That was hauled in by Connor Holbrook.
Yeah, just a jailbreak screen. Backside jailbreak screen. Hoping the Rams got upfield in the first play. I like the call.
So a gain of only 1 on the play. 2nd down 9. Pelfrey hands this one off to Blankenship, right up the gut. Football's on the turf. I believe that it was recovered by Fuelwood. And he will recover that one, and Hazard will maintain possession at the 26-yard line.
Not only maintain possession, they get them a couple more yards. Makes this 3rd down more manageable.
So out to the 26, 3rd down and 4. Raceland defensively, 25.2% of the time. They've not allowed their teams to convert. They'll give it off to the fullback.
He's at least 2 yards short.
And it's going to be short. Trying to come run up the gut and just smothered up. That was Blankenship again. So a big decision coming up here for the Bulldogs, and they're going to kick it away.
Ain't no way I'd kick it. No way. No chance.
They've got Kenyon Higgins out to kick. He's been doing the kicking duties the last couple of weeks. And he launches this one, and you can see the wind kill it right there at midfield, and it will tumble back, and the Rams are going to have a short field as they'll start on the plus side. So the defense, a nice stop here on their first series as the Rams will take it. Let's see where they're going to put the football. Looks like right around the 47, 48-yard line. Looks like they'll go to the 48-yard line with 10:17 to go here in the opening frame.
And that's why you don't punt the football. You're punting into that wind that's 30-mile-an-hour gust, and you got. I just would have went for it, James. There's no way I would have punted there.
So Landon Stiltner, the sophomore tailback, returns to the backfield for the first time since October. He'll start there with Jacob Waller. Waller wants to throw, pumps. Pressure coming from the backside, wants to throw. He's going to pull it down and rush out of bounds into the Hazard bench. So a good play there by Waller. Nothing that was open. He didn't force anything. He'll pick up a yard. Make it 2nd down 9.
Absolutely. He could have forced that wheel. It was a wheel out here to the left, and Hazard did a really good job of blanketing that one. He kind of rolled off to his right and kind of tried to direct traffic, and there was just nothing there.
Far side hash mark for Waller. Marucci is an H-back with Stiltner in his right pocket. 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the right. Here's Stiltner on a sweep to the right side, or trying to get to the near side, and He's going to get smothered up in the backfield. A big pop there by Raceland in the middle linebacker. And the Rams go behind the stick on Stiltner's first carry of the ball game.
Yeah, you got to put your foot in the ground and hit the hole. And Stiltner kind of just kept it going to the sideline there. We were at an odd view, but it looked like there was a chance there. He could have put his foot in the ground and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, loss of 4 on the play makes it 3rd and 13. Rams 45.2% on third down tries this season. Trips wide to the right now. Reister to the bottom of the set. Quick out. They've got a man right there in the middle. That's Arnett. It's going to be short of the distance to gain, but it's going to bring Raceland into a much easier decision on 4th down. They're going to take him to the 39 on a gain of 12. It's 4th and 1, and the Rams quickly line up under center as Waller crawls up underneath. They'll go into the T. They give it off to Marucci, and he's got first down yardage.
He hits the hole so fast that if you don't have linebackers in A-gap when the ball snapped, you have no chance of stopping it.
So a Ram Pharmacy first down as they'll take him down to the 37 on a gain of 2.
We got a Sayre touchdown, boys. 53-yard punt return.
So Sayre leads 7-0. Scoreless here. Rams converting on a 4th down. Their 23rd 4th down conversion this season. So a fresh set of downs from the Hazard 37 inside of 9 minutes to play here in the opening frame. Waller on 1st down and 10. Wants to throw. Pumps. Looks back to the right. Now he's going to step up, and he's going to get walloped. Hazard will get home as they did not get a sack in the first time these two teams met. This time they're going to get Waller in the backfield as he's going to go back to the 42.
Second time they've tried to run that play, and both times it's just been nothing there. I mean, you put that one in your pocket till next week anyway.
Yeah, whatever they are trying to do, it is well defended by Hazard. Playing right now, one high safety. A twin set this time on 2nd down and 15. Waller brings it out near sideline. Reister sticks his foot in the turf, cuts downfield, and comes down at the 35, and then a late penalty marker comes in at the end of the play.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be 15 yards some way.
So a gain of 7 on the play. Let's check in with our wide hat and see what we're going to get on the backside of it.
Raceland's backing up.
So we get a personal foul against Raceland. So 15 backs it up, and it'll be 3rd and 23.
Yeah, you hand the ball off here and you punt.
So back to the 50-yard line it goes. Raceland on the season averaging just under 6 penalties a game for 48 yards. On the near side hash mark from the midfield stripe. 3 receivers right, Rousey left, Marucci in the backfield with Waller. High snap, the give to Marucci. Marucci right up the gut, and he's met immediately by Linden.
Now you have an opportunity to kind of pin them deep here. So far you're playing the field position game, so you got the wind at your back. Need a good punt, good snap here.
This will be the first time Raceland has punted since LCA. Only the first time in 6 out of their last 7 games. The last time they punted more than once was against Hazard when they punted 3 times. Waller hangs this one high, and he's got a good one. Can the Rams keep it in play? And they're going to. Scout Wilkes will down it at the 11. So a good kick there by Waller. And Hazard will be pinned back at their own 11-yard line. With 7:11 to play here in the opening quarter. Still scoreless.
Yeah, 39-yard punt, but you didn't need a big punt there. A disastrous first drive for Raceland, man.
And I think both of these teams are trying to figure each other out. Campbellsville, Newport Central Catholic now in a 7-6 ball game.
Corbin 7-0 over Ashland. Ironton leads Wheelersburg 21-0.
First down and 10. Blankenship comes to the near side and then cuts right back up into the middle.
Beechwood leads Martin County 31-0 in the second quarter.
Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down 7. Cold and windy, misting rain. Saw snow overnight. This is football weather.
Yes.
Heard a lot of people. I was walking in, they said it finally feels like football weather in Kentucky.
Yeah, if you watched last night's NFL game too.
Yeah, it was the same way. Pelfrey rolling out. Eyes downfield, pressure coming. He's just going to throw that. That's got to be intentional grounding. There is nobody there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Easy call.
He was in the grasp of 3 Raceland defenders, threw it to the Raceland sideline, and there was nobody there.
And that's a spot foul, too.
Yes.
That's going to take him back to the 2-yard line.
But between the 2 and the 3-yard line, you can see the penalty marker there. And that will be a loss of down as well.
Well, they're going to discuss this, but there's nothing to discuss. It doesn't matter if the ball didn't pass the line of scrimmage. He's in the pocket.
Yeah, he was in the pocket the entire time. There was no one in the vicinity of getting in the direction of the pass.
It's going to stand. He didn't pick up the flag.
And there's the intentional grounding. So they'll go half the distance to the goal and the loss of down. So they're going to take it from the 14, should go back to the 7. Or no, they're going to put it. He said half the distance to the goal, and now they're taking it back to the 1-yard line. Yeah, he said half the distance to the goal.
That's not the right call, James. It's a spot foul.
It is a spot foul. So 3rd and 20. Pelfrey from his end zone.
He's not going to get out there.
And the Rams may get a safety right there.
They're going to give him the 1-yard line, 1-inch line. There's no way.
Memphis Blankenship, they're going to get him just out of the end zone, but it's going to be 4th down. And the Rams
you send the house here.
Will get a chance here because the backside of this is Higgins is going to stick his feet on the back end line, and he's going to have to punt into about a 20-mile-an-hour headwind. You could see him right there. He was looking at the back line.
They blocked. No.
It might have got a little bit on it.
Let it go.
It will come to the near sideline and will die just inside the 30. So the Rams will have great field position. And
the weather has played a huge role.
Oh, 100% in this. 26-yard kick, no return. 5:58 to play here in the opening quarter. And now the Rams offense returns to the field, looking for a little more positive momentum than it had last time.
Yeah, try to wheel route, play action wheel route a couple of times. It just wasn't there. You just run your normal offense now.
Stiltner and Marucci in the backfield. Handoff to Stiltner. Stiltner tries to go right up the middle. He's met from behind as C.J. Simpson wrapped him up.
Shaking up Bulldog. Now he's up. Okay.
So they'll give him a gain of 1, 2nd down 9. Hazard doing a really good job of kind of clogging up the middle of the field so far.
Yeah, and Raceland needs to wake up. If I'm the quarterback, Waller, I'm telling my offensive line that let's move. We got to start moving our feet, getting upfield now.
Raceland rushed for 184 yards when these two teams met back in October. Hazard just loading the line. Here's Marucci, cuts back to the left side. He gets dragged forward as a helper there by his offensive lineman. That was Ian Vance. So a good run there by Shannon Marucci as they're going to take him down to the 21-yard line on a gain of 5, make it 3rd and 4 for the Rams.
We got a 7-7 game down in Sayre, excuse me.
Double barrel, no, Jimmy, they're going to go into a T motion now. 3 backs in the backfield. Handoff. And that's Arnett that squirts free, gets inside the 20 and takes it down inside the DSI orange zone on a 1st down and 10. A Ram Pharmacy 1st down for the Rams.
You know, we talked about it on our show, James. He's kind of like the Debo Samuel for Raceland. They can do so many different things with him. And you really, you know, Coach Mike Sammons says that they got to let him touch the ball, but the defenses don't know where that's going to be at.
He's rushed for 30 times this year for 4 touchdowns, caught 33 passes for 3. Rams stay in that T formation. They give it back to Arnett. Arnett trying to get it to the outside, and he's going to get maybe a yard to the 15 as Hazard is just loading the box and trying to do anything they can to keep Raceland from getting downfield with the rushing attack.
Well, they're in a base cover 3 with that one high safety. Don't be surprised if Raceland throw out a 5 wide receiver set here in a minute and say, okay, you want to run that, defend the seams.
Well, and this is a great place where you go for a flag route.
Yes.
Just an up and out. Great look there, field level from behind the play as we go inside of 4 minutes here. Rams will stay in that T formation on a 2nd down and 9 from the Bulldogs' 15-yard line. Off to Marucci. Marucci surveying, trying to get to the outside, and he gets hammered. Coming in is, again, Raceland and that linebacker.
Backside.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down coming up for the Rams.
You're going to have to start calling you're going to have to start getting the ball vertical. They're, like you said, James, they're stacking the box. You're going to have to at least show them that you're a threat to throw the ball downfield.
So, real quick, Pikeville's PAT missed, so it's 7-6. Say you're leading in that game.
Russell's leading 3-0?
Yes.
Holy moly.
So 3rd down and 9 here on this play. They'll pitch it out near side. This is Arnett trying to follow his blockers. Finds a hole, cuts back inside, spins down inside the 5. It'll move the sticks. And a Ram Pharmacy first down from Arnett.
Yep, that second cut really made some space for Arnett. Good job by that offensive line, especially the left side.
They'll take him down to the 5 on a gain of 10. So 1st and goal for the Rams from the 5, near side hash mark. They'll stay in the T formation. Box loaded. There's 9 guys in the box. They'll give a dive off. That's Marucci, still on his feet, driving toward the end zone. And Marucci's going to get the 2 or the 3, depending on the spot of the football, but he would not be denied off to the initial hit. So give him a gain of 2 to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Campbellsville's added to their lead. It's now 14-6. All those scores rolling across the bottom of your screen, brought to you apart by the great folks at the Ashland YMCA. 8th play of the drive coming up on this snap for the Rams. Waller crawls up under center. They give this one off to Stiltner, and he's into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Raceland. Landon Stiltner, 6th rushing touchdown. Welcome back to the sophomore. And with 2:24 to go here in the opening frame, the Rams find the end zone, and they lead it 6-0. Here's your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Might have not hit it. We'll try it again. So now the extra point attempt coming up for Mr. Waller. It's down, it's up, and is good. So the extra point is true, and it is 7-0 Raceland. We get a big shout out tonight to Don Mouse McCulley, also known as the Melrose Missile. He's watching at home tonight, under the weather, couldn't make the game. He played back in the late 60s, a member of the class of 1969. They said it was the Melrose Missile because of his lightning-fast speed. His brother Don and the late Raymond McCulley also passed away earlier this year. Ray was in the Rams Hall of Fame. So, Melrose Missile, we wanted to give you a big shout-out here this evening, and thanks for tuning in from the house. 7-0 Rams in front. Great drive there on the Brent Roark Nationwide Insurance touchdown from Landon Stiltner, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams defense stands tall and gets into the end zone on the backside with the offense to grab the early lead here in the first.
Covington Catholic leads Boyle 7-0.
There you go. Another mishandled ball by Connor Holbrook. He fields this one at the 1. Rams trying to chase him down, and they're going to get him at the 10-yard line. A swarm of black jerseys that get there. That's going to be Brody Brumfield and Max Burton.
You just can't do that. You just cannot do that. I know it's tough to judge with the wind. Let it go, if anything.
So right at the 11-yard line, 2:16 to go here in the opening frame, trailing 7-0 are the Bulldogs.
Wishbone.
Pelfrey crawls up under center this time. Gives this one off the Blankenship, and he is met in the backfield.
No, he got across the 15.
Oh, excuse me. He squirted free off the edge then. Oh, that's my mistake. I was trying to look through the binoculars.
Oh, the wishbone, man. You never know who's going to get the ball.
So they'll take him out to, they'll go out to the 16-yard line, a gain of 5. Don't see a lot of teams go wishbone very often.
No, Johnson Central, has a patent on it.
They got a new quarterback in as well. That's not Pelfrey. That time it is going nowhere. That was Pelfrey on the carry.
So,
Lyndon Salmons on the stop there. They're going to take the football back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and 5.
Still going with that wishbone.
Pelfrey's the first man behind the new quarterback of Shoptall who wants to throw it. He's going down the far sideline, and that one is knocked away. Great play there by Austin McKee.
Austin McKee breaks up the pass. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Bulldogs.
McKee has drawn the assignment of taking their best receiver each and every week. I talked with Austin today, and I said, have you got 6 tonight? He goes, yeah, because 14's out. And, man, he drew a great assignment there, played that one perfectly downfield.
Yes. It was a double move over on the far sideline.
So the Rams force another punt here. End over end kick, and this one will go out of bounds. That ball stopped midair and turned left.
That was not anything to – listen, no offense to that kid. This was a good punt.
Yes,
that thing
thing stopped. And that just shows you how much that wind is affecting things. Now, he got a really good kick there.
Yes, he did.
And that ball just stopped midair and turned. It goes out of bounds at the 35, so the Rams are going to take over on the plus 35, leading 7-0. The chance to add to this lead here.
Man, as soon as it hit its max velocity, it was straight down. You take a shot here, 7-0 lead. You got the momentum. Take a shot.
I think so. I think you go up top here and see what you've got.
Absolutely. They got Arnett in the slot here, James.
Rousey on the bottom of the set. They're going to go quickly out to the far side. They were looking for Reister. And the pass falls incomplete. They were throwing it to double coverage there.
Yeah, Waller went to the wrong side. He had Arnett down the seam. He had a window. That was a predetermined throw. He knew where he was going the whole time. As soon as the ball was snapped, he looked to his right.
I see some people talking about our new down and distance marker. They said they wish they'd change the color of it. It's our new scoreboard. They said it feels like it's a flag every time they see it. So that's the scoreboard that we have, a brand new scoreboard we're using this week, and that's the colors that we were given from the developers. So that's what we've got to work with. And
we're getting it ready so when we play at Putnam.
Yeah, I think it looks great. So we go inside of a minute. Stiltner picks up 3, so 3rd down and 7.
You're in 4-down territory. You're not punting.
No.
You're maybe even hand this ball off and just put your best 4th down play out there.
This should be the final play of the first quarters. We're inside of 30 seconds here on this snap. The take, the give. Stiltner with a head of steam. He pushes the pile across the 30. It will be 4th down. And we'll see where the spot is. They're going to take it to the 29. The Rams going to burn a timeout. Now, here's the question is, are they going to try to go for a field goal using the wind at their back and let Waller try to boom a big one?
I just don't think they want Waller to throw into the wind. There's no way I'm trying to field goal here, James. Just no way.
So from this spot, it would be a 46-yard field goal attempt.
Yes.
With the wind at his back, Waller's got plenty of leg to do that.
Yeah, just no way. Just no way. If I had Aaron Petrie out there, maybe.
So 4th and 4 for the Rams, who lead at 7-0. We traded punts in the first drives by both teams. The Rams forced a 3-and-out. Went down the field, 8 plays, 27 yards, 3 minutes, 33 seconds. Landon Stiltner gets in from 3 yards out for his first rushing touchdown since going out injured in the first quarter of this game back in October 4th. And that's where we currently stand here in a 7-0 ball game.
Russell up 3-0 on Belfry at the end of the first quarter.
That's
what has happened?
Interesting. Listen, it's playoff football.
Since, Belfry may have peaked in the preseason.
You've been riding them so hard, man. All right, here we go. Out of the timeout. 17 seconds to go in the first. Rams are going to go an empty set here.
Yep, we knew this was coming.
3 to the left, 2 to the right for Jacob Waller on 4th down and 4. Clean pocket, lets it fly, has his man there of Arnett. 1st down and more. Arnett still on his feet, driving the pile across the 15. He'll go down inside the 15, inside the DSI orange zone, and the Rams will move the sticks. And a 1st down and 10 at Ram Pharmacy 1st down. They're going to take it down to the 13-yard line, so a gain of 16, and that'll take us to the end of quarter number 1. 7-0 Raceland. We return for quarter 2 after this on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Back at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth as we go to the second quarter. Raceland leading Hazard 7-0 as we move to the other end of the field, and it's first down and 10 inside the DSI orange zone for the Rams after the nice pitch and catch there of 16 from Waller to Jonah Arnett. James Collier and Spencer Hutchinson along with my great Kool TV crew here tonight. Happy to have everyone along with us as we are in the regional round, playing for a trip into Black Friday football next week. Rams will go back inside that T formation. Waller wants to throw out of it. Rolls out to the right, still looking. Comes near sideline, and a low throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Parker Eisen.
Kind of wonder if he was trying to just throw that away.
And again, it was a ball that he threw low to where the only person was going to be able to get there was going to be that. Sayer has added to the lead now, 14-6 on Pikeville. So the Spartans trying to.
What is going on tonight?
Yeah, hey, this is going to be their best testament. Here's Raceland borrowing a page out of Hazard's playbook from last week. They give it off to Marushi. He's got one man to beat. He spins inside. Saving the touchdown there was Kenyon Higgins, the nose tackle. They're going to take him down to the 6 on a gain of 7. Oh, check it at the 5. Who needs yardage markers?
Yeah, that's they call that the monster formation. It's a crazy look.
3rd down and 2 for the Rams. Back to the tee they go. They'll pitch it out to Cooper. Cooper setting up his blockers. He's got a hole. He's going to the end zone, but it's coming back. Penalty marker in the backfield, and it will be a hold against the Rams.
Yeah, and it was pretty obvious.
Yeah. So Cooper's touchdown erased. So that should take it back to the 15. But that's the thing. I've seen a mark off where the hold was.
So it should be a spot foul.
Okay, so it was just behind the line. So if it's at 15 and a half, it's at the 16-yard line. So, yep. So 3rd and 13 for the Rams. Empty set for Waller. Stands in the pocket, going up in the middle, and that ball is tipped. He had 2 receivers cutting across the same area. It was Rousey and Arnett. He had Rousey
for a touchdown.
On a touchdown on the post. Arnett was on a crosser, and if he lets it go through, Rousey has the touchdown.
Yep.
Instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, Waller will get better at that. He needs to release that ball just a hair earlier and let Rousey kind of walk in because he had 5 yards on either side of him.
So 11:18 to go here in the opening half, 7-0 Raceland. 4th and 13 for the Rams, who break the huddle at 10. They're going to have to hustle things up. Mike Sammons is going to burn his second time out.
Yeah, and we talked about that, James, the 5-wide set and trying to hit the seams. Raceland's been trying to do that.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Pure Point Auto in Greenup. Oil changes, multi-point inspections, full engine swaps. Pure Point Auto can do it all. They also mount and balance tires and cut program keys. Pure Point Auto, 2109 Ashland Road in Greenup. By Jason Greer, attorney at law, happy to sponsor tonight's game. By the Grayson Funeral Home and by Sparks Funeral Home, located on 203 West Main Street in Grayson, caring for our community, locally owned and operated at Sparks Funeral Home in Grayson. Stay tuned with us at the half. We'll check out the scoring and stats of this one. Belfry has gotten on the board. It is now 7-3. They lead Russell down on Pond Creek. 7-0 our score here. Again, all those scores rolling across the bottom of your screen on the Ashland YMCA scoreboard ticker. Still looking for an update on KCD and Newport. So if anybody sees that one out there, let us know what that one is. We'll get that one updated on our screen. 7-0 here. Raceland in a 4th and 13 from the Hazard 16-yard line. Play action, Waller. Lets it fly. Coming near sideline. That one swatted down. Nicely defended as Connor Holbrook swats it down. They were trying to get it out to the outside flat. And pass goes incomplete.
James, he was going to be at least 5 yards short anyways, even if he catches it. Listen, give Hazard all the credit, man. That was a big stand for them.
That was. So first, the Rams again have points taken off the board there on a hold. So 1st down and 10, Pelfrey back in the backfield. Wants to throw it, zips it out to right. Has his man across the way on the far sideline who makes the grab. That's out to number 12, David Napier.
The secondary and the linebackers swarm to the ball so fast for Raceland that, you about can't run the wide receiver screen. And if you do run it, you definitely don't want to run it to the short side of the field.
Gain of 2 out to the 18-yard line. Pelfrey empties the backfield. He's got pressure coming. He was looking across the middle for Connor Holbrook, and he leads him a little bit too far. Jonah Arnett was the man trailing behind him, and the pass falls incomplete.
Saves a touchdown.
And brings up 3rd down and 8.
Interesting look there, James. Motion out of the backfield post route. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Now 4 out to the wide side of the field and an empty set for Pelfrey. Pelfrey looks right, zips it right, and that was nearly taken away. Kenny Litteral was right there. He was the closest man to it.
Oh, man.
Pelfrey nearly threw him a pick 6.
Oh, if he catches it, I think I could have walked in over there if I caught. Hey, I think it caught Litteral by surprise. He didn't expect that ball to come at him as quick as he does because, that quarterback's got a really good arm.
So now let's see what Higgins can do with the wind at his back this time.
Well, it's kind of died down a little bit.
And that's a little better. He'll take that one all the way out across midfield. It'll take a big bounce and tumble across. They'll take him out at the 42-yard line. So the Rams will have their longest field position of the night on a nice kick there by Higgins, excuse me.
Yeah, real good punt there. Raceland has had opportunities to put more points on the board, James. I expect this to be a very ground-heavy drive.
Now we got a penalty marker that we found on the far sideline now.
Well, this may be a sideline warning or unsportsmanlike because where it's at right now, it makes you think that this is going to be against Hazard.
Let's see what our white hat has to say here. So holding on Hazard, so that'll give Raceland 10 more on the backside of that.
I wonder when that flag came out. I did not see that flag.
So it should take it up to the Hazard 48. 10:54 to play in the opening half. Rams leading at 7-0. So far, both of these teams kind of been in a defensive struggle. Raceland with 73 total yards of offense, Hazard at 19. Cooper in the backfield with Waller from the gun. They give it off to Cooper. Cooper jets forward and out across the 45. They'll take him down to the 44 and a gain of 4.
Yeah, very good run there. And when you get that inside handoff on that zone play, you're essentially, it's almost like a draw because you can go left or go right. That time Cooper decided to go backside and found a gap.
2nd and 6 for the Rams, inside of 10.5 to go before the break. Waller, the high snap. They'll give it off to Cooper again, a little stutter step. He gets driven into the pile and stays on his feet. They'll give him a gain of 1, 3rd and 5. And right now, just everything up the middle is being well defended by Hazard. Nothing is there.
Yeah, and the same goes for downfield. Raceland's going to have to What's made Raceland so good this year, and they haven't been able to do it thus far, is getting their speed to the edges. Hazard's done a really good job of running with that speed, but eventually, like Led Zeppelin said, if it keeps on raining, that levee's going to break.
Rams going an I formation. They give this one off to Marucci. He gets hit in the backfield. He spins forward and picks up a couple. What a second effort there by Shannon Marucci to get down to the 41. It'll be 4th and 3 coming up.
There's no way I'm punting it. I say that every time.
I'll say you punt. Are you Dan Campbell?
I'm not punting, man. Listen, Dan Campbell's got the Lions playing the best in football too.
KCD leads Newport 7-6. Campbellsville and Newport Central Catholic even at 14 at the half.
That's what I just got.
T formation for the Rams on 4th down. Marucci. And they gave it to the wrong man, and he gets sandwiched in the backfield. Leading the charge there was Raceland, and also was Kenyon Higgins. The Rams are going to turn it over on downs there. The loss of 1 on the play. 9:07 to play in the opening half, and Hazard will have its best starting field position.
I think both teams are kind of learning what they can and can't do in this first half.
I don't know why it's taken so long to figure out you're not running the ball up the middle tonight.
No.
Here's a handoff to Blankenship trying to get to the outside edge. He'll get it out to the 48, close to the 49-yard line. That's his best run of the evening. They're going to take him out to the 49 on a gain of 7, 2nd down and 3.
Pikeville and Sayre just went to the half.
Yes, 14-6. Sayre leading Pikeville in that one. Far side hash mark. They're going to the wishbone this time.
Oh, man,
this
what
one
a
is
play.
met in the backfield. Gerarian Shannon Marucci gets him in the backfield for the loss.
And no kidding, he shed 2 blocks to get to him. Heck of a play there by Marucci. And that's something that's been different for Raceland this year. I'm not saying that it wasn't good last year. Their front seven is very good.
3rd and 4. Hazard 0 for 4 on 3rd down tries. Here's Blankenship. Dives into the hole. He'll get midfield, and that's going to be it. 4th down coming up.
They're going to give him a friendly spot.
Yeah, they're going to give him a very friendly spot. A gain of 3. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Ball should probably be right at midfield. Honestly.
Yeah, they got a very favorable spot on that one. They stay in the wishbone formation. Shoptall. And there was movement.
It's going to be a false
Yeah,
start.
there was movement.
Now this changes the way. You got to punt this ball now. Yeah, you got to punt this ball now. You can't go for this. Only down 7-0, you punt.
Yeah, absolutely. Only the 3rd penalty tonight against Hazard for 28 yards. But now, instead of having a 4th and 1, it's 4th and 6, and the punting unit will take over. Beechwood leads Martin County 28-0 halftime. Martin, very low or deliberate kick. Arnett backpedals inside the 20 and calls the fair catch.
Arnett calls for the fair catch. At the 17, 18. Ball be spotted at the 18-yard line. Race will have it 1st and 10.
So a 36-yard kick, no return.
14-3 now, Belfry.
That happened quick.
Well, I'm just not going to go there. It just is what it is.
So the Rams have it from their own 18, their worst starting field position on the evening. Somerset leads Prestonsburg 9-0 after 1 quarter. Prestonsburg has had a really good season.
Yeah, Somerset's a traditional powerhouse, though.
The Briar Jumpers.
Best name in the state.
One of the best names in the state, yes.
A close second, the Bracken County Polar Bears.
They're going to swing it out near side to Marucci. Marucci cuts back inside up the numbers. Gets across the 20 to the 21, a gain of 3.
Yeah, that play just took too long to develop. I don't know if we got Marucci's banged up here.
And with the helmet right square in the back.
So an injury timeout for the Rams with 7:06 to go here in the opening frame. We'll step out for a break. We're back after this on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Marucci back on his feet and to the sideline under his own accord. Good to see. 2nd and 7 on the gain of 3. They'll give this one off to Cooper, and he gets walloped off the near side. Again, Race Linden, that linebacker, flying in there, making a great stop. He has had a great individual game already defensively tonight. They're going to take him back on a loss of 2 to the 19-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 coming up.
Yeah, you got to stop running the plays inside of a box. You're going to have to spread this field out and use your speed. That's your advantage over this Hazard team.
Double barrel shotgun look for Waller. Counter play to Stiltner. He'll dive up the middle and
I don't understand
a couple of yards, and that's it.
I don't understand that.
So the Rams will have to punt the football. Well, let's see what Waller could do punting into the wind. Waller, an end-over-end kick. He keeps it down out of the wind, but it tumbles the wrong direction. Jackson King will pounce on it around the Rams 40, but the Bulldogs will have it on the plus side of things here on this one. They're going to put it right at the 40-yard line. So 5:44 to go before halftime.
Raceland's playing not to lose instead of trying to win here in this first half.
Here's Blankenship off right tackle. A wall of black jerseys that wrap him up, and he'll pick up 2, maybe 3. So after the 38 on a gain of 2, 2nd down, 8 coming up. Shoptall goes up under center. Again to Blankenship again, a little stutter step before hitting the hole. He'll take it down to the 35, a gain of 3, 3rd and 5. So Marucci quickly back out on the field after being shook up on that last offensive series. We're inside of 5 minutes to go in the half. Raceland leading this one 7-0. 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. They're 0 for 5 on 3rd down tries tonight. Shoptall brings it near side, and he airmails it through the hands of Connor Holbrook, incomplete. 4th down.
I'd go for this.
I think the offense will stay on the field here.
No,
and here's the thing.
Because
here's the
Raceland
thing.
hasn't proven they can move the ball.
At 4:44 to go, you could try to draw somebody off here, take the delay of game, and then kick it with the wind at your back. Pelfrey's going to throw it. Pressure coming up the middle. Getting from behind, that ball is hit and knocked loose. Pelfrey took a big shot. It was Lyndon Salmons coming off that left edge. And the defensive stand by the Rams forces the turnover on downs.
We almost had a big boy try to run for a first down. I got real excited there for a minute.
So 4:41 to go before halftime. The Rams defense, as it has done all season long, stands tall.
I just don't understand. You only need 5 yards. Why is all the routes 20 yards downfield?
Everybody playing college football.
I mean, this is not Madden.
Let's see what the Rams elect to do here. Driving with the wind in their face. 4:41 to go before halftime, leading this one 7-0 on a cold, windy, and rainy night as the rain looks like it has subsided as we get into the second half of this game. That's illegal motion. Stiltner started in motion and it jerked forward.
I thought you were allowed to have a man in motion.
Well, he kind of surged forward is what happened. So the false start on the Rams. backs it up 5 and makes it 1st and 15.
We said it in the pregame. Raceland would be competing against itself. Hazard has showed up to play. They showed up to win, and Raceland just so far, man.
This reminds me so much of that game in 2022.
Well, this reminds me of the state title game against Pikeville.
Here's Marucci. Tries to go up the middle. Nothing there. C.J. Simpson wraps him up immediately. No gain on the play. 2nd and 15.
You can't bank on the punt going 20 yards. You're going to have to start throwing the ball downfield and just live with the results. You're not safe at 7-0.
Right now, 82 total yards of offense for the Rams. Hazard at 33.
And we've seen Waller throw the ball well. I mean, he's not a guy that's going to throw it in danger.
Reister at the bottom of the set, out on the wide side of the field. 2 receivers, boundary left. They give this one off to Stiltner. Sheds a tackle in the backfield. Is only going to get 1. It was C.J. Simpson that got him from behind again. And they are just running into an 8-man box.
I just don't understand that.
And you just keep running into every white jersey that's on the field.
I just, you've got the guys that can. What's it going to hurt? You probably could throw the ball farther than you could punt it. So what's the worst that could happen? He gets intercepted.
So 3rd and 14 from the 31 of the Rams. To Stiltner on a stretch, trying to find a crease. Finds one near sideline, slips free across the 40, dives out across the 45, and Landon Stiltner jumps to his feet and is excited on the backside of that as he'll move the sticks and a Ram Pharmacy first down. That's where you try to stick your foot in the ground and do something, and that's what made that play go.
Yes, and I guarantee you went to the sideline, and Coach Sammons, a couple other guys say, hey, you've got to put your foot in the ground, because we see it on the first drive. He kind of didn't do that.
Gain of 17 on the play as the Rams pick up their 6th first down of the contest and get it out to the 48-yard line.
And Corbin's up 21-0 now.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right, that's Reister, and H-back of Marucci. Waller wants to throw, zips it out quickly to Reister. Reister looking for a block, doesn't get one. Still fighting for yardage. He's going to get the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be all. Immediately there was Javon White. 2nd down 10.
Well, Raceland had a couple guys out there trying to block, at least trying, and when they didn't block, there was nowhere to go. You got to do a better job on the edges, getting out there and laying down a block.
I will say right now, and again, Mike Sammons and I, we talked about this last week, Hazard probably played their worst game of the season when they were here in October. They are not playing that game here tonight. This is a much different-looking Bulldogs team.
They played well.
Yes. High snap to give it off to Marucci. Marucci drives over top of a man, crawls past another. He met John Sexton in the hole and crawled over top of him and drove down for a couple of more.
Yeah, and didn't get a real good spot, really.
So a gain of 5 makes it 3rd and 5 for the Rams. Inside of 2 minutes to go before the half, leading 7-0. How big would it be if the Rams could find points going to the locker room?
That would be.
They give it off to Marucci again. He's met from behind. That's Simpson again that got him.
I think I'd punt, honestly.
Let's see where they're going to put the football.
You're full 2 yards short.
Yeah, they're down to the 44, so a gain of 3 makes it 4th and 2, and the Rams offense quickly lining up.
Yeah, he may.
Rams still with 1 timeout to use. 5 hats across the line, 3 down linemen, 2 standing up on the edges, and the Rams will burn their final timeout here with a minute 14 to go in the opening half.
You punt this ball. You have to. You really don't want to give Hazard a short field, and they've shown the ability. They got a quarterback who could throw the ball very far. They got the wind at their back. You don't want to give them any opportunity, and I think I punt this ball, even if it just goes 20 yards. That's still something. You don't want to give them the ball at midfield, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's it's a big decision here. This is a game-changing play right here.
That punt.
We'll see. We'll see what the Rams elect to do here. Again, stay tuned with us at the half. We'll check on the scoring and stats of this game. We'll check scores from around the Commonwealth in the regional round of the 2024 playoffs. Again, next week, Black Friday football for A few teams, and check out the glove that number 4's got on there, Javon White. He's wearing a boxing glove. I guess he has a broken hand, looks like. He's got a mitt on there. The thing is doctored up. Russell has gotten back on the board again. They trail now 14-9. Rams offense stay on the field. 3 receivers wide to the left. Ison to the right. They snap it. They throw it. That ball is tipped, and it's knocked down incomplete. It was C.J. Simpson that provided the pressure. They were trying to go on the quick hitter to Jonah Arnett. Turnover on downs for the Rams, and the Bulldogs have the football near midfield with the 1:11 to play and 3 timeouts.
My goodness.
So Pelfrey with Blankenship in the backfield in his right pocket. Rams showing blitz. Here they come. It's a trick play. A little whoop-de-doo, and it goes nowhere except for to Lyndon Salmons. Lyndon Salmons is going to pick up his 9th sack of the season, as they're going to take him all the way back to the 36.
And I think if you're going to run a play like that, that's the perfect time to run it. But if you look downfield, down here past midfield, everything was covered. That guy had nowhere to go with the ball. And if you throw it out of bounds, it's grounding, and that'd be the second one of the half. So
clock continues to roll inside of 40 seconds. Loss of 8, 2nd and 18. Pelfrey in a twin stack. Rams linebacker showing blitz. Blankenship gets met by Logan Lockwood, and he delivers him to the turf at the 35 on a loss of 1.
Cove Cath up 14-6 with 59 seconds to go in the half.
On Boyle County.
Could you imagine that?
That would be the upset of the century. Should be the final play if they decide to take it, and the Bulldogs have said, we're going to the locker room. We're at the half, 7-0. Raceland leading Hazard. Halftime show when we return after this on Kool TV.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care. 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Halftime here in Ramland as we take a look at the Raceland Worthington Marching Band under the direction of Melissa Brookshire. A phenomenal job they do every single week. 7-0 here at the break. Our lone score coming with 2:24 going back in quarter number 1. That was a Landon Stiltner 3-yard run. Here's the way things have gone for Hazard. 5 consecutive punts, a turnover on downs, and in the end of the quarter. For Raceland, 2 punts, bookending a touchdown and 2 turnover on downs, and then a turnover on downs They gave the football back to Hazard, and they snapped it twice and took it to the locker room. 7-0 our score at the half here on a cold and windy night in Ramland in the regional championship. We continue our coverage after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Back at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here. You know what time it is. It's time for the drum line. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going down to the field for this. Halftime, Covington Catholic leads Boyle County 14-6. Cal leads Central 21-0.
Wow.
That's a big change of events. Take a look at our halftime stats. There's not a lot to talk about there, as it has been a defensive struggle, to say the least. Hazard held to 24 total yards of offense. They only trail at 7-0 at the half. Raceland with 108 total yards of offense. The Rams have not allowed a third or fourth down conversion. Raceland defensively has been stellar, but the offense has not given them anything to work with, and a lot of that is because Hazard is loading the box and daring Raceland to run into it, and they're running right into the middle of it. So we'll see if and how adjustments are made. 27 rushing attempts for the Rams for 70 yards, 2.59 per carry here in the opening half. Both teams with 3 penalties. Hazard with 28 yards, Raceland with 31. We've had no turnovers in the football games as of yet, only 1 fumble. That was by Hazard, which they recovered. 5 punts for the Bulldogs, averaging 28 yards. Raceland with 2, averaging 27.5. The Rams have had the football, though, for nearly 16 minutes of the football game, but only have 7 points to show for it. here in the opening 24 minutes. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll continue breaking down our coverage here of this one, as well as we'll look at some other scores from around the state as we continue our coverage here on the Halftime Show on Kool TV.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
Refresh,
Refuel.
Back at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth, James Collier, Spencer Hutchinson at the half. Raceland leading Hazard 7-0 in this 9th all-time meeting between these two. Only the second time they've met in the postseason. The last time was 2022. It was a dogfight, 17-14. Raceland held on for that one. That took them into the state semis and sent Raceland on into the championship game in which they fell to Pikeville. But here tonight, Spencer, this is postseason football, and you're seeing a lot of scores around the state. We have finally gotten out of the running clock rounds. This is when your football really kicks in.
We have, and you can tell it's taken a toll on the play calling on both sides. It almost seems like that both teams are trying not to lose more than trying to win. The pedal's not down the gas like it was during the regular season. And I think Raceland's going to go to the half. They're going to make some adjustments, and they're going to come back out. I'm not taking anything away from Hazard, but if both teams come out on the field and play their best game, Raceland's 2 to 3 touchdowns better.
Yeah, this has been one of the most timid games that I've seen Raceland play this season. Just not a lot of Christmas to what it's trying to do. You look at through the air, 5 of 10 for 38 yards. Raceland has not thrown for under 100 yards in the last 5 games. The fewest yards it's thrown this year was 53 against Highlands. But right now, it's just continue to try to run the football, and it's going right into the teeth of that Bulldogs defense. Can they get something working on the outsides, getting some quick hitters? That's going to be the big question here.
Well, and I think that it's important to note that Raceland's going to get this ball here to begin the second half. And this first drive will tell you everything you need to know about how this game's going to go. If Raceland goes right down the field and has kind of opened up that box, Raceland really got heavy running A and B gap. I don't know why they did that. And even on some 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 8s, where they only got a couple yards. And I don't know. They've watched more film than we have, so it's tough to say why they're doing that. But you got to think, James, what you just said at the stats. Look at the punting averages. You'd be better off to throw a go ball down the middle of the field, and if it gets intercepted, guess what? That's probably better than you
flip the field.
Better.
You flip the field on an interception. All right, let's run through the Asheville YMCA scoreboard ticker here at the half. Sayre and Pikeville is now in the third quarter with Sayre leading Pikeville 14-6. Belfry leads Russell 14-10 at the half. Corbin and Ashland 35-0. Corbin's put a running clock on the Tomcats. That game's still in the first half of play. At the break, KCD leads Newport 7-6. Campbellsville leads Newport Central Catholic. That game is even at 14. That game also at the half as well. Now, here's the way this works out. If Sayre, Campbellsville, Newport, and KCD all win, and Raceland hangs on here tonight, that's going to send Raceland to KCD next Friday. That would send Campbellsville to Sayre. Now, if you have anything happen above Raceland, that changes everything that possibly could happen.
Yeah.
So if Campbellsville loses and KCD and Sayre hangs on to win, that would send Raceland to Sayre next week.
Or Hazard. It's only a 7-0 game.
And again, Hazard will not go to the 1 seed with a win because Pikeville is the lowest team in the RPI. Again, Raceland came in at 4, Hazard at 5. There's still a lot of football here to play and a lot of things to determine before we start digging into of how the look. If you wanted to know all the possibilities, you should have watched our show last night because we broke everything down. Speaking of that, each Thursday we will bring you the football preview show. We'll have a Thanksgiving special show this week, and then in 2 weeks we're going to do a live show. We're going to do all 6 classifications. We're going to make our picks. So bring all of your money. Listen to my picks, and then go bet the house the other way, and I guarantee you'll have a happy Christmas.
Well, I think that's Tiger Hankins' live debut. I don't think he's ever
done. He's been live once, I think. We'll see how Tiger Hankins does under the pressure. We got one final break to take. We'll play some football for the second half. When we return, the Rams get the football to start the second half of play, leading 7-0. We'll return to Raceland after this on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Back at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth, James Collier, Spencer Hutchison, happy to have you along with us here on this regional championship game between Raceland and Hazard. 7-0. Rams lead it. They get the football. Spencer, let's put your coaching hat on. Okay. Hang on. This is going to be crazy.
Okay.
What do you do here?
If I'm Raceland, I'm in 5 wide the whole time. I'm making Waller win this game because if he can't win this game, we can't win the state title. That's just what it is. If Hazard comes out and runs that 1 high cover 3 and they're kind of semi-pressing the slot receivers, I would say, okay, guys, if we're going to win a state title, we're going to throw the ball down the field because right now they're allowing Hazard to put 8 and sometimes even 9 guys in the box.
Yes, there was a couple guys. They had 9 guys in the box, and they had outside coverage with one-on-ones.
I'm putting five of my best guys out there and saying, all right, guys, we're going to throw this ball around. It is what it is. Because like we said, James, if you throw an interception downfield 30 yards, that's better than the average punt for both teams. Why would you not?
Yeah. We'll definitely – it's again, second half adjustments. That's what's going to determine this one. The other side of this, and I wanted to point this out, this is Mike Salmon's 38th postseason game here in Raceland.
Yeah.
This is Matthew Chandler's 3rd.
Yeah. And Hazard's a good football team, man, and you went back and said that this is probably the worst game they played in the regular season. If you go back and look at their game they played against Corbin, man, they played Corbin very well. Actually put up over 30 points against the Red Hounds. This is a good football team, and this is one of those weeks where crazier things have happened. I'm about to make everybody mad at home. We saw Pittsburgh almost beat the Browns last night.
That's bad. Anybody about losing the Browns is terrible.
No, the Browns beat them.
Oh, they did beat them? Yeah. Oh, I went to bed. I didn't even watch it.
Did that go over your head? I said the Steelers almost beat the Browns.
Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. It's the Browns. You flush it down. You don't even listen to it. So,
Jameis Winston, man.
Famous Jameis. I love it. Hey, I want to give a hat tip to my crew here tonight. Battling the elements. This is their first cold weather game by a long ways home. But Skylar Gallion, Celia Martinez,
I just got
and
an
Lily,
update.
hang on just a second, man. We'll get the stinking scores in a second. Let me talk about my kids.
Okay.
The scores aren't going anywhere. They're
All
out there
right.
freezing themselves to death, okay? But Sheila Martinez, Lily Stevens, Skylar Gallion, Cam Bryan down on the field taking care of all the camera shots. Now you can talk about your silly score.
Newport Central Catholic has taken the lead.
It's a game in the third quarter now. What's
the
the
third
score?
quarter, 21-14.
21-14. I think my good buddy Ron Keaton called that one from a long ways back. He said, I'm going to take NCC. I said that one on our show yesterday. I think that NCC, Caleb Kool, their big tailback, he is a stud. And, I mean, he is all you want in a running back.
But does that go back to what we talked about on the show? We said that Campbellsville has not played a decent team all year. This is the first time they played a really good team, and look what's happening.
Yeah.
This is what you get for playing a bad schedule.
Yeah, and they got beat by KCD, and the crazy thing of it was that KCD barely beat Bethlehem, and Campbellsville blew Bethlehem out, and then they get there and they lose by 2, and then they lose to Hart County by a touchdown, and now here they are in a tied battle, and now they're trailing. They were up in that game, 7-6. 14-14 at the half. Newport Central Catholic now leading Campbellsville 21-14. Pikeville continues to shoot itself in the foot. Penalties galore on the Panthers. So they still continue to trail Sayre 14-6.
James, if you're Hazard here, and Raceland hasn't moved the ball very well, are you an onside kick right here?
Well, that's the thing. Is
Raceland's
that
thinking about it.
It is a conversation that was talked about, and they one of the things they've got is when they run their kicker, who is Kenyon Higgins, who, by the way, is over 300 pounds. When he does this, if they try to go onside, he runs right at the person he kicks it to and tries to hit him. Second half kickoff is underway. It's fielded on the 30, and that's Eli Evans who just picks it up and falls on the football right in front of the Rams bench.
Smart play.
Yeah, 100%. You don't do anything with that football whenever you have to scoop it up basically with one hand stuck out. So the Rams will have it at the 33.
Did you notice that, James?
Say it again.
They flipped the field and still went to the fourth quarter flip it.
So the Rams have it from the 33. They'll give it off to Arnett.
You got to start throwing the ball. You just got to.
Stiltner finds a hole, works off the right edge. Going to be third down coming up. John Sexton was a man that reached out there and grabbed a hold of him.
The longer you let Hazard sit in this game, the better chance they have of beating you. That's all I got to say.
3rd and 4 for the Rams coming up. 3 of 10 tonight on third down tries. They've been at 45% on the season. Stiltner in the backfield. Marucci is the H-back. 7 guys in the box. Handoff Stiltner right into the teeth of it. He'll squirt across the 40 for the 41 for a gain of 2. It's 4th down.
4th and a full 2 yards.
That's a 2 yards. There's nothing short about that. That's like calling an alligator a lizard. 7-0 Rams. Stiltner back to the sideline. As he took his helmet off with
this is the first time that I've watched Raceland play since Fletcher Central. Am I missing something? Is something different this week, or what's going on?
Hazard right now with 8 guys in the box. High snap, and they got motion, I believe.
Well, it doesn't matter because the play was going to get blown up in the backfield anyways. The left tackle got whipped. Now you punt.
Yeah, they're already putting the punting unit out there. Stiltner still down on the turf on the near sideline in a tremendous amount of pain. You got to wonder if he's re-aggravated that foot again. So the Rams tonight have punted the ball twice. They will punt with the wind at their back. Waller hangs this one high, and he gets a lot of jet stream behind it. That ball's on the turf.
It's still loose.
Rams still trying to find it, and they've got it, and a scoop and a score.
They can't advance it. They can't advance it.
Austin McKee takes it to the end zone.
I don't think they're allowed to advance
The ball was never fielded.
I don't think you're allowed to advance it. I think that it'll be
down.
down.
It'll be down where they picked it up. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You're not allowed to advance a muffed punt.
The officials are getting together. Again, this officiating crew tonight out of the 9th region.
I mean, this is
going to be huge either way because
this is an easy call.
Yeah, Austin McKee's going to lose a defensive touchdown. I can see him on the sideline saying, oh, man. But either way, he got down there and got the cover up.
This is when the official needs a microphone.
Oh, they've got one on. They just it doesn't work very well.
Okay.
No, they do have a microphone. You just can't hear it very well because of the wind. You can see there off to the left of the officials, the little hanky there. That's the position of the that he just picked up. That's the spot of the fumble. Yeah, here we go. We got a tent loosened on the far sideline. Hazard just lost their tent on the far sideline.
So they're going to mark it at the 5, James. The discussion in the huddle had to be whether he had possession or not, and he did not. That was a traditional muff, but they're going to mark it at the 5. If you're Raceland, you don't score here, then,
All right, so we got a muff. Opponents recover, and Raceland has it at the 5.
Flex bone.
Touchdown. They give it off to Arnett through the near side and into the house for 6. Touchdown, Raceland. Jonah Arnett's 5th rushing touchdown of the year.
A late flag in the back of the end zone.
It's got to be after the play.
And nothing drives Mike Sammons more crazy than those silly penalties. And if this is against Raceland, he's going to tear into somebody.
So either way, we'll see how it gets sorted out here. Coach Sammons, they're talking with the near side official.
By the way, your wife invited me to Thanksgiving.
No, she did. I know that's not true. Now our white hat is headed across the way to go check in with Matthew Chandler.
So this may be a second personal foul against a certain player.
So they're going to put it on the kickoff. So the personal foul is against Raceland, so they'll put the personal foul on the kickoff. So the touchdown is good. So 13-0, Raceland leads it on the Nationwide Insurance touchdown. So now Waller for the extra point attempt to make this a 14-0 lead. Ball is back, it's down, kick is up, and splits the uprights. 14-0 our score. Back after this on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
One play drive for the Rams. Jonah Arnett gets it into the end zone. 14-0 our scores. We'll welcome you back to the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth. James Collier and Spencer Hutchinson. The Rams kicking off from their own 25. Another muffed kick. This one's picked up, and they will get it out to the 29-yard line. But on the backside there, Connor Holbrook has struggled tonight getting that football in his mitts and hanging on to it.
Special teams have killed Hazard. Killed him. And the fact that they can't move the ball.
So they'll have it from their own 29, 9:44 to go in the third quarter. This is for Hazard, this is a must-score drive. Pelfrey zips this one out to his man. Far side has his guy there. He bounces off of a would-be tackler and gets a nice gain on first down. That's Fullwood.
Boyle tied it up at 14, James.
Newport Central Catholic headed to the fourth quarter, leading Campbellsville 21-14. 2nd and 1 after the 9-yard gain for Pelfrey. A pitch out to the far sideline. That's Blankenship. Got a sideline. And Jonah Arnett spears him into the turf. But after he crosses midfield down into the Rams side of the 50 to the 49. The first down of the ball game coming here on the pitch out to Memphis Blankenship on the gain of 13.
So whatever Hazard saw at the half, they're going to try to, I guess, take the ball on the outside because that front seven for Raceland is, if not the best in the area.
Trips bunched up to the far side of the field. They drive a man in motion. They'll put him in the slot. Pelfrey dropping back a wide receiver screen, and he dropped it.
Yeah,
he was going to Fullwood, and it's incomplete.
Let me tell you something. It's a good thing he dropped it because if he didn't, it may have been a touchdown.
The question is that if Fullwood didn't drop it, it was going to be blown up on the backside of it. Pelfrey held on to it another second. He was going to get blasted.
Oh.
He held on to that for about as long as he possibly could. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Good hello to my good buddy Jack Likens, tuned in this evening, watching from up in Vanceburg. 2nd down and 10 for Pelfrey. Brings it out near side, never got it there.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that ball was going behind the line if Blankenship caught it, but he never had enough air into that one to get it there. Austin McKee, as well as Kenny Litter, was in coverage. 3rd down and 10. It's a clock rest with 8:42 to play. We got a Cup going down the field doing about mock Jesus right now.
If that pass is on target, it's a 21-0 game.
Yeah, because McKee was going to walk underneath that one, and he was going to take a pick six. So from the Rams, 49, 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Pelfrey stands in the pocket, comes near sideline, and it's incomplete. He was looking for David Napier. Kenny Littrell was there. Backside was also Max Burton. 4th down. On the evening now, Pelfrey 3 of 10.
Yeah, he's been off these last couple passes. You wonder how much the wind's affecting the ball.
And you look at his career, over 7,300 yards, 71 touchdowns, 41 interceptions. This was a Hazard team last year, 1 and 10.
Yeah.
And then come back this year, 8 and 4.
If you ever wonder how hard the wind's blowing, look at the funnel cake banner over there. My goodness.
Martin's kick. I don't understand what happened there. Martin was getting ready to kick that one away. Literal got there and stopped. He could have taken the ball off of his foot.
Well,
I mean, he was literally standing there looking at him as he went to kick it away, and he stopped. So the football will be downed at the 27. Yeah, because one thing about Martin, when he kicks the football, he does not get in any hurry.
Well, we got to run a clock down at Corbin.
1st down and 10 for Waller. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rolling backward, pressure coming. Now he'll roll out to the right. We'll throw it toward an intended receiver. That was Parker Ice, and it's incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Good play there by Waller, man. He could have easily tried to force a pass. Knew his team was up 14-0, didn't force anything, and kind of threw it in the dirt. Boyle and Covcath tied at 21 now. I mean, talk about that. That if people knew what the score of that was going to be, they could have charged $100 a ticket, and people would have bought it.
Sayer and Hazard headed to the 4th in the same score, 14-6 Sayer. Here's a handoff. That's off to Aiden Cooper. He got a big gap off the near sideline, lowers the shoulder and delivers the pain as he gets into Hazard territory as he knocks David Napier off of his feet as we take a look at it on the Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay.
Raceland's starting to win the line of scrimmage here, and you kind of wonder, is it one of those things where defenses play tougher because the offense is playing well? You know what I mean?
Gain of 28. Waller just completed a pass to himself.
Well, I don't know if that was completed. I think it slipped out of his hands.
Yeah, that was a fumble recovery is what it'll be.
Yes.
So
he's not – Mike Sam is not happy with him. Apparently that play was not – it's a good thing he didn't throw it.
No.
If he would have, it would have been a potential interception.
Loss of 7 on the play, 2nd down and 17. Handoff Marucci. Marucci right up the gut, dragging the piles. He'll get back near the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and long for the Rams coming up, though.
Good run, though. That's a really good run. You know what? I'd probably do the same thing right here.
3rd down 12.
They'll take him to the 48-yard line, so make it 3rd and 13.
If I'm up 14.
Excuse me, I'm down to my mistake. They're down to the 47.
No, I'd throw this ball downfield. Up 2 touchdowns.
Number 1.
Out to Rousey, bottled up near sideline. He'll get inside the 45. They'll take him to the 44, a gain of 3, makes it 4th down and 9 for the Rams.
Yeah, you punt this ball.
Rams 2 for 5 on 4th down tries tonight. Offense staying on the field, leading by 14, 6:40 to go in the 3rd.
Got 2 scoring updates. Ballard leads Trinity 21-17 at the half, and Belfry has just extended their lead 21-10.
Waller in an empty set on 4th down and 9. Pressure coming up the middle. Waller rolls out, has time, pulls it down and runs. He's going to step out of bounds and didn't get it. There's a penalty marker back here that's probably a hold.
Yeah, I know, but in the playoffs, you've got to fight for extra yards there, and Mike Sammons is not going to be happy about that. Yeah, he's already telling him that, you got to know where you're at on the field.
Yeah, they're going to get Carson Bowden on the hold. He had a handful of Higgins' jersey. So they'll take the result of the play, which is a turnover on downs. So we're going to have him step out at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 7, needing 9. So 1st down and 10. And a handoff that is just bottled up in the backfield. That's Blankenship again that just got nothing.
Blast from the past, man. That wishbone has not been successful. I just don't know why you keep running it. You probably average less than 2 yards a carry.
No gain on the play. Here's a pitch out, and that was a fumble and a recovery as falling on the football in the backfield there was Wells. And he was lucky to get on the football as they'll lose it all the way back to the 30-yard line.
Raceland, and I know the score doesn't indicate it, similar to the first matchup, they have knocked the wind out of this offense. They've never had decent footing all night. What did you say? They have 1 first down all night?
1 first down. They have a total of 39 yards in this football game. Play action, Shoptall wanting to throw. Lets this one fly, and it's knocked away. Max Burton, I believe, or was that Landon Bloss? That was Max Burton. It swatted it away. Brings up 4th down. Nicely contested there by Max Burton. So a quick 3 and out, and the Bulldogs are going to have to punt again. This will be their 7th time this evening.
Yeah, but if you're going to throw the ball, why would you just throw it 5 yards down the field? Line up in shotgun and give your guys a chance.
Rams come at it this time. Martin gets hit as he falls down. Arnett drops it, scoops it up. They can't run for it because he called for a fair catch, so he cannot advance it.
Well, this could be a penalty then.
His momentum coming forward, I think, is what they're going to get him because he immediately stopped. If he would have continued running, I think they get him. But in that case where he did stop after calling for the fair catch, they will not enforce a penalty. But you are right. You can be flagged in that situation of running after calling for a fair catch.
I think that the fact that he muffed it is the reason why.
Yeah, and that's what I said. Him kind of going forward is the reason that takes over in that situation. So 5:03 to go here in the third.
If you're Raceland, you don't even have to score on this drive, but you want to milk at least 3 or 4 minutes off the clock.
Pikeville just fumbled the football away. Sayer takes over at the Pikeville 43. Here's Arnett with a big hole, steps through 40 with a man on his back, flapping around like a Superman cape. He'll drag him all the way down near the 30 to the 31. A Ram Pharmacy first down for the Rams as a run of 18 for Arnett. As Jonah Arnett, 6 carries for 41 yards tonight, averaging 6.8 per touch. The Rams quickly in business. They go into the T formation. They'll give this one off to Landon Bloss. The sophomore drives it right up the hash marks across the 25, and the Rams are knocking on the orange zone door.
They're leaning against that defensive front. And
Gain of 8.
Look over on the far sideline, James. Hazard didn't bring a whole bunch of players.
They don't have a large roster to say it.
And I think that the depth of Raceland's playing a role here.
And you always hear Raceland talk about 48 minutes. Here's Arnett coming near sideline, delivers a stiff arm, tight roping the sideline. They're going to say he stepped out right in front of the Rams bench. So they'll go inside the DSI orange zone on a Ram Pharmacy first down to the 17 for the Ramblers. Newport Central Catholic has extended its lead. It's now 24-14 over Campbellsville.
Unbelievable. Well, we don't have to worry about them getting after me. I was kind of afraid that if I went down there, I might get my butt whipped for what I said.
I will point out, this guy here predicted Newport Central Catholic. Here's Marucci on a dive up the gut. He'll get down near the 10.
And you saw Newport Central Catholic earlier this
year. I did,
year,
and they are a very good-looking football team. Raceland beat them 29-7 that night.
Closer in person, though. It looked bad on paper, but they had some matchups that hurt Raceland.
They did. And again, if that was early, that was the first start as QB1 for Jake Waller. 2nd and 5. Handoff Arnett. He gets tripped up after coming across the 10. They'll put him down at the 6.
He took that ball like he was doing a 100-yard sprint, didn't he?
So that will move the sticks. And a Ram Pharmacy first down as the Rams are now first and goal from the Hazard 7-yard line, excuse me.
Hurry up here. Flexbone.
Here's an Arnett trying to get the edge. He does. He's in. Does he step out first? No, he's in. Touchdown, Raceland. Jonah Arnett with his second rushing touchdown of the night. A Nationwide Insurance touchdown by the Rams. 3:24 to go in the third. It's 20-0. And then more penalty markers fly at the end of the play.
You know, while we have a minute here, though, James, you know, my season ended last week with East Carter. I need to give a shout-out to Rachel and Jeff Irwin. They were with me the majority of the year, man. 2 of the best people you could ever meet, and I need to tell them that I really appreciate what they did for us, and me in particular. They made me look a lot better than what I am.
We both have faces for radio.
Yes, we do, and I just a shout-out to Jeff Irwin and, of course, Tiger Hankins.
So another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Rams. So they'll put this on the kickoff again. And I can see Coach Mike Salmons right there. He is livid with his team.
Yeah, that's not going to go over real well.
So that after the play that
14-6.
Raceland stepped over a Hazard player. So an extra point for Jake Waller coming up as the Rams have extended the lead now 20-0 here with 3:24 to go in the third.
That should be a flag.
Extra point is...
That should be a flag.
Yeah, they jumped over the center. Mike Salmons is holding. He jumped over the center. Extra point is no good. Mike Salmons is livid.
I don't blame him. That's an obvious flag. They've been calling on us, you know, the whole night. I say us as in Raceland, but.
Yeah, we're not an us. Sorry, we're not an us. So the extra point is no good as it is blocked. But again, it's blocked because the guy jumped over the huddle.
Yeah.
Or the center, excuse me.
And I believe in all levels of football, that's illegal. I know it's illegal in college and pro. You would think that it'd have to be illegal in high school, right? I'm not sure about that.
So 20-0, Raceland's lead is extended. Belfry leads Russell 21-17 now. Devils giving the Pirates a game.
I'll tell you what.
This one, another high bounce. This time it will be fielded by Holbrook, and then he falls down. He backpedaled and fielded it cleanly and then lost his footing on the turf. So move them back to the 13-yard line.
I know you don't keep a stat on it, but I wonder what the average starting field position for Hazard has been tonight.
Yeah, that I have no idea.
It has to be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, they've had the ball at midfield one time. Here's Pelfrey on 1st down and 10. The take to give to Blankenship. He is hit by Lockwood, gets free for a second. Alex Headley gets to him, and then Chris Spradlin finishes him off.
We just got a Sayre touchdown, 20-6 now.
So 20-6, Sayre leads Pikeville now. That game in the fourth quarter. Here's a pitch out to Blankenship on a sweep to the left, and he is bottled up and chased out of bounds into his own sideline. There's Austin McKee that forced him out. So if things hang as they do right now.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, so let's see. Let's spot the football first. After the 18, a gain of 1 makes it 3rd down and 5. If Newport Central Catholic beats Campbellsville, KCD beats Newport, that would send Raceland to Sayre next week. So Sayre has taken a 21-6 lead. Pelfrey lets this one go. He's got his man there. That's out to Connor Holbrook.
It's a nice throw.
Pelfrey's got a really good arm.
Yeah, he does.
So out to the 28-yard line, a gain of 10 on the play. Pelfrey's going to sling it out to the far sideline, has his man there, and he's chased out into the Hazard bench. Let's see. I'm trying to see who was that caught the football. That's Holbrook again. So where did he step out is the question. They're going to take him to the 30. So a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Nope, excuse me, back to the 29 now. Stand on the 30 and then put it on the 29. Makes perfect sense. 2nd down and 9 on a gain of 1. We're still looking for an update on KCD and Newport.
Let's see if I can find something here.
Here's a handoff and an end around. That's Holbrook. Logan Lockwood gets him, and he gets driven to the ground by Lyndon Salmons. So 32-yard for a gain of 3, 3rd down and 6. Inside of 2 minutes to play here in the third, Raceland leading at 20-0. Pelfrey barks forward on 3rd down. Fakes the pitch, rolling out left. Pressure coming. Lets it fly, and it's swatted away. That was Landon Bloss who swatted it away. They were looking for David Napier. Pass flies incomplete. 4th down and 6. Really nice play by the sophomore linebacker there for the Rams.
In the era that we live in with social media, why is it so tough to find scores?
Well, there's a guy that I'm following that is doing the KCD game, and I'm guessing if there hasn't been any updates to update it from there. Hence the reason those scores. They've got a fake.
There's a flag on the near side. This is coming back.
Holbrook's going to get the sideline. There's another flag that flies on the other side. We've got 2 penalty markers, one on the near sideline at the 31. That should be a legal procedure.
I just got an update on KCD and Newport. Newport leads 12-7.
12-7, third quarter. So if Newport hangs on, that would put Sayre in at the 1 if they hang over Pikeville. That would move Raceland into the 2. That would send Newport Central Catholic here, and Newport would go to Sayre.
Which is the best scenario here at Kool TV.
Listen, I know these scenarios by heart. I've done them plenty, okay?
Look at the wind
now.
now.
Well, the rain is back too.
Yeah.
And the penalty marker goes against the Bulldogs. So,
well, it was an illegal formation. First off, the flag came out. The flag came out as soon as the ball was snapped.
So back 10 yards up, and they're going to make them re-kick it into that wind again. That's really standing up. Higgins hangs on to it until he gets an opportunity to let it fly. The Rams are going to get a good bounce as it will tumble and come to a stop. Trying to get a little extra there on the backside off the kick there from the Jagger Fields. Trying to get a little extra on it, but doesn't get so. So the Rams will have it at the Bulldogs 46. A minute 12 to go in the third. And this right here is you could basically stick your foot on the throat and finish this one off right here with a score.
Somebody in the comments in the stream said Sayre just picked off Pikeville with 3 minutes left.
Here's Arnett on another carry. Comes near sideline and is wrestled down. Nice tackle there by Tanner Goins. He just saved a touchdown.
Raceland's really gashed him now. Maybe this was the strategy that Mike was, looking forward to all game. Is it just took the offensive line just a little bit to get going. Covington Catholic leads Boyle 24-21 with 5 minutes left.
Whoa, that would be an upset. Campbellsville has cut into that lead. It's now 24-21. Here's handoff Cooper. Cooper, first down yardage and more. He gets upended as going underneath him is Javon White. But a Ram Pharmacy first down for the senior tailback of Aiden Cooper, who has been a welcomed addition in this backfield for the Rams.
A backfield that's very deep. They
yes.
have several different people they can put back there that are consistent.
39 carries, 255 yards, and 4 touchdowns for the senior this season. First down and 10 for the Rams. They'll give it off again to Arnett. Arnett following Marucci. He's got a sideline, hurdles a man, and dives down inside the DSI orange zone. Down to the 15, and a late flag comes in at the end.
And you look, Mike Sammons is not happy already.
We'll wait and see what the result of the play is. We got a hazard player down in front of the Rams bench as well. That's a cramp. I can see right now immediately Jagger Fields has got his leg pulled straight up in the air.
Well, it was behind the play that you wonder if it was crackback. If it's a crackback, it'll be a live ball play, and it'll take them back 15 yards.
So at the moment, it's a gain of 14 to the 15, and that's where the official is currently standing. And now 3 members of our 9th Region officiating crew have a meeting. Let's see if we can pick up their microphone. Okay, so we got offsetting penalties there, and the play will count. So it will be first down and 10 as we go inside the DSI orange zone as the Rams take it down to the hazard 15-yard line.
No, they're not going to let the play count. This are both live ball fouls.
Oh, excuse me, live. Okay, my mistake on that. So undo that. So we'll play it again. So we'll be.
You don't see personal fouls a lot live ball. It must have been excessive.
So back it up to the 29. And we'll replay first down with 14 seconds to go here in the third.
Which I think Raceland's okay with, James, because they're gashing them 4 and 5 yards to carry.
Yeah, 100%.
And at this point, you're just milking the clock, man. I know not in our area, but 55-0, Ironton over Wheelersburg. Man, Jacob Hankins is super
He's
pumped.
happy. He's sitting at home watching that game tonight. He's going to go watch his Buckeyes play tomorrow. Now the Raceland's trying to see if they're going to get the clock rolling or not.
Hazard's coach is all the way out to the hash mark, or just about, and he is not happy.
Matthew Chandler in his first season, he was, as you said, came all the way to the hash marks barking. Here's Arnett up the middle. A penalty marker flies from behind. That one's probably coming back for a hold as he'll get down to the 25-yard line. It will be a gain of 4. Sayre may be headed to the semifinals.
Yeah.
What a win that would be for the Spartans. As we got an injured player down for the Bulldogs. That's Caden Brewer, freshman inside.
While we have a minute here, James, I just want to say that this has been my 3rd year. I was here when we first started this, and it's just been every single week with you and Jeff have improved our products to the point where there's no one in 3 states that has a better video quality and stream than we do. I would put our product against anybody's, and I think it goes to the hard work that you and Jeff and a few other guys put in, and I appreciate it, and I really enjoyed my time out there with East Carter. And I love Coach Tim Champlin and the East Carter Raiders, and of course I have an emotional attachment here at Raceland, and it's just been another great year, man.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun without a doubt, and excited to continue what we're doing and how we're doing it. But speaking of what we're doing, we're headed to the 4th. 20-0 Raceland. We return for the 4th after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
We head to the 4th and final stanza as we welcome you back to the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth. James Collier and Spencer Hutchinson, happy to have you along with us here tonight.
This is going to be 1st and 25.
Yeah, Raceland got a 15-yard penalty on the backside of that, so they'll have it back at the 44. Quick out near side to Arnett. Arnett slips through, comes near side 40, slips a tackle 35, still on his feet, and finally brought to the ground inside the 35. As that was White that makes the stop. But again, it just shows the get the ball into your playmaker, Jonah Arnett, and he's going to go do something. And another Ram Pharmacy first down for the sophomore. Or no, excuse me, not a first down. That was 1st and 25. My producer over here hits the button too quick. My mistake. 33 to the 11-yard line, 2nd and 14 now.
They must have got a late start at Kentucky Country Day. There's still 4:23 left in the 3rd.
Here's handoff Marucci, knifing his way through. Everybody else got an early start, and they got a late start.
Yeah, absolutely. Raceland has to get to the 19 for a first down. The ball's right at the 31.
So gain of 2 for Marucci. Marucci 14 carries for 41 yards tonight.
Take a shot here, man. Throw it to the end zone. What do you got to lose? I mean, Hazard hasn't shown that they can move the ball.
Setting up a bubble screen. It's knocked down again. That was Holbrook that swatted it down. Just got in the face of Waller and swatted it backward. So the pass is incomplete. It's 4th and 12 for the Rams. And again, you're not going to, you kick this, you're kicking into a stiff wind. From the 31, offense is going to stay on the field.
What do you got to lose?
Jeremy Rice tuned in tonight up in Cincinnati watching the game.
Throw it to the end zone.
Empty set for Waller. 4th and 12. Stands in the pocket. Now rolls out right. He's going to throw. Has his man there, Arnett, crossing. And he's well short.
No, I think he's got it.
Did he get it?
Yeah.
Okay, where he first started walking to, it looked like he was going to be well short.
The question was, did Waller pass the line of scrimmage? It was close.
Yeah. Gain of 13 on the pitch and catch for a Ram Pharmacy first down, number 14 in the ball game. Needed the 19, got the 18. And we go inside the DSI orange zone for the Rams here, trying to extend this 20-0 lead as they go into the T formation. Handoff Marucci, following his blockers, finds a hole right side, driving the feet, and he dives down to the 5-yard line on a gain of 13. Another Ram Pharmacy first down, a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. Sayre has defeated Pikeville, 21-6.
If we could pull up a regional map of our viewers come Thursday, I guarantee the Lexington area is a big one.
Marucci coming in off the near sideline. A penalty marker flies. And then we're going to get extra penalties on the backside on this is going to be an offset.
Well, now
it was going to be a hold on Raceland and then I believe a penalty or a personal foul on Hazard.
Now, if you're Mike Sammons, you're trying to let your guys know that you don't want to get caught up in any throwing punches or any of that stuff. And
a minute 42 to go between Newport Central Catholic and Campbellsville. And Newport Central Catholic was stuffed at the Campbellsville 45 on 4th and 2. So
talk about guts
Campbellsville gets the football back with just over 90 seconds to go, needing a field goal for a tie. A touchdown will win it.
This is like a night that would happen to me if I would have bet on games on DraftKings. The heavy favorites have really not done well tonight, and of course they would.
All right, so they're going to mark off the hold. Then they'll go half the distance of the goal from there. So a hold on the Rams takes it back to the 15. And then we'll do a personal foul against the defense. That will take it to the 7 or the 8.
So they're calling both of these flags are going to be live ball.
Yeah, so it'll be 1st down and goal from the 7 now. That's where I thought he looked like he was put it at. So 1st and goal from the 8. And now the penalty officials getting together because Matthew Chandler coming down the far sideline saying, wait a minute, this should be 2nd down.
Well, not if they're live ball fouls.
Yes. They had to offset one and then set the other because the foul, the holding was against Raceland. Then the personal foul came out on a dead ball.
So I think it still should be 1st down.
It is. So 1st and goal from the 8. That's off to Bloss, I believe, as he goes right up the gut for a couple. Yeah, there's a penalty marker on the field at the 1. We should have had somebody sponsor the flags tonight. Oprah Winfrey's in the house. You get a flag. You get a flag. They got that one on Evan Burrows.
And Mike's going to pull him.
Yeah.
Not willing to risk it.
So let's see. The 15 will go. So they took Bloss down to the 3. And then the 15-yard penalty. So obviously he got down to the.
I think there's been more officials huddles at the ball than there has been both teams combined tonight.
Penalty markers tonight, 9 for 106 for Raceland. That is the most penalty yards the Rams have been enforced against them this season. The most times they've been flagged this year, 11. That was at Highlands.
Yeah.
And we got a Northern Kentucky team here tonight. Here's Arnett trying to get free, and Higgins is going to get there. Kenyon Higgins, a big inside defensive tackle.
Yeah, and at Highlands, I think all 11 of those were in the first quarter.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Every time that Racing tried to go somewhere, it was a penalty marker. So back to the 20-yard line it goes. It'll be 3rd down and goal, 9:20 to go. Campbellsville gets a 1st down, driving. Here's Waller wanting to throw. Pressure coming up the middle. Now he's going to take off and run. Comes near sideline. Makes a man miss. Inside at the 10. Dancing around at the 5 and is pushed out of bounds.
Covington Catholic now has the lead with 2 minutes left. Boyle had taken the lead at 28-26.
So down to the 6-yard line, a gain of 14. So it makes it 4th and goal. Newport Central Catholic just had an interception go through their hands. Campbellsville has it at the 2.
This is going to Arnett. Maybe not.
They'll flip it back to the near side, and Rousey walks in untouched. And as Rousey goes into the end zone, Campbellsville does the same. Touchdown, Campbellsville.
Are you kidding me? James, I know you guys can't see it at the house. James looked at me like, yeah, that's where we're going.
Yep. So Campbellsville has scored, as has Raceland here. So they lead at 26-0 on the Brent Roark Nationwide Insurance. Campbellsville, with 12.5 seconds to go in the ball game, has scored a touchdown to take the lead over Newport Central Catholic.
So let me ask you this, though. Pikeville losing doesn't affect where Raceland goes at all.
No, they're going to Campbellsville. Or no, actually, yes, it does. Raceland's going to go to KCD if KCD hangs on to beat Newport.
What if Newport wins that game, though? We go to Sayre.
Then, no, they'll go to Campbellsville because Campbellsville would be 2.
Either way, we're on the road.
Yeah, looks like it at that. 28-0 our score. Back after this on Kool TV.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth, 28-0 Raceland leading. 8:56 to play in the ball game. Fielded at the 20, and this one may go to the house. Coming near sideline is Javon White. Waller's got to chase him down, and he's going to bottle him up inside the Rams' 20. And then Wyatt and Waller exchanging some pleasantries, maybe getting each other's address to send a Christmas card later on this month.
But how's that not unsportsmanlike? Look.
Listen, you got both of them jaw-jacking. Let them talk and get off the sidelines, which they did. Great return there by White, as he'll take it all the way down to the Raceland 16.
The first time y'all did, or Hazard did anything all night, they want to immediately jump up and start yapping. Where was that fight the whole game?
So 1st down and 10, Pelfrey from the gun with Blankenship in his right pocket. Drifts a man in motion into the slot. Pelfrey, low snap. Pressure coming. They dump it off to their man Fullwood. He's got it across the middle inside the 15. So down to the 13-yard line, a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
Hazard loves those jailbreaks.
Shoptall gives this one off to Blankenship, trying to get to the outside, and he gets met and dropped for a loss. That's Logan Lockwood.
I believe that was Landon.
It might have been. I think Landon Goodall was in there as well.
Yeah.
Loss of 2 back to the 15.
44-7. Our friends down at Martin County had a good year, though.
Yeah, they did. So 3rd down and 9 from the 15. 3 receivers wide to the left. Pelfrey looks right, throws right, incomplete.
Oh, no
And
way.
a penalty marker.
Terrible.
There's a guy just threw a penalty marker 30 miles away from the play.
Terrible.
I can get the penalty marker coming from the guy on the far sideline, but this guy back here has no business throwing that flag.
Well, how about the fact that the ball was 5 yards
Yeah.
away from the receiver?
So get pass interference. They'll go half the distance to the goal, so it will not make it a 1st down. And let's see, they're going to take it down to the – they'll take it down to the 8. Makes it 3rd and 2. Excuse me, down to the 7, my mistake. They'll give it off to Pelfrey. Pelfrey trying to drive up the middle, and depending on the spot of the football will depend on whether or not he got the 1st down or not.
They're giving him the 6, looks like.
Yeah, he's going to have it, James.
He needs the 5 to move the sticks.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
Yeah. So they're going to take him to the 6. So 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Much like what the Bulldogs did here when they played back in October. They were looking for Fullwood. It was knocked down twice, and Fullwood almost caught it.
Yeah, Goodall reached up and got a paw on it. It went back to that slant that they got that pass interference on.
But as I was completing my thought here just a second ago, this almost is the same thing that happened when they played here back in October. The Bulldogs found a late score in the 4th quarter. That was under a running clock, though. They're down 28-0 in this one. Here's Pelfrey. He keeps it on an option. Flips it out to his man on the far side. That's Wells, number 13, and he gets stood up inside the 5.
Number 4, first hitting.
Logan Lockwood delivering the punishing blow that kind of slowed everything down.
I'm telling you, you don't get scores do not come easy on this field.
Now down to the 3. I mean, you see it look like it's going to go wide open, and all of a sudden, just bam, it's closed.
Ooh, nice.
That's Wells got upended there by Jonah Arnett. He's going to lose a yard back to the 4. It's 4th down.
Yeah, they're going to call timeout here, James.
So Hazard burns a timeout. It is a final. Campbellsville has defeated Newport Central Catholic 27-24. That locks it up. Barring and that locks it up regardless. Raceland is on the road next week. Depending on the outcome of KCD Newport will depend on who Raceland plays. If KCD hangs on, Raceland is going to Sayre. If KCD falls, Raceland will go to Campbellsville.
So now, with just a little bit of time left, if you're Raceland and you're the coaching staff down there, you're telling them, listen, don't start jawing and get in a position where you can't play next week.
You know, Raceland defensively tonight has just been
dominant
again. The fewest in the last 3 weeks, Raceland's defensive efforts, -5, 42. They've given up 62 here tonight. 292 to LCA. They had a -10 on the other side of that to Nicholas County. 4th and goal. Pelfrey rolling out right. Looking, throwing, and it's well incomplete. Didn't even give Fullwood a chance to grab it there in the end zone. So the turnover on downs will give it to the Rams on their own 4.
And, James, Hazard had the ball, 3rd and 1 at the 4-yard line. And you can't convert there. It's just one of those things where you're depleted now. You're ready to get on the bus and go home.
Yeah, you got a long, cold bus ride home now. But going back to the defense of what I was talking about here, 292, the most yards Raceland gave up this season. That was against LCA. Before that, a -10 against Nicholas County. They had 49 that they allowed at Paris. I mean, just unbelievable the number of yards that this Raceland defense has surrendered all year.
Well, James, you've been out here a few years. You've watched some of Raceland's best teams. I think this is their best defense.
Yeah, their defense has been solid. That was Landon Bloss on the carry, by the way. So gain of 2, second down and 8, inside of 6 minutes to go.
They're so fast.
They are. And again, you look at their numbers this season, they're holding teams 75% of the time. They're not giving up a third down conversion. They're giving up an average of 9 first downs a game. Here's Cooper. Makes a nice cut, still on his feet. That's a face mask, should have been. And a late flag comes there.
Yeah, but that was an incidental contact there by 72. That was nothing malicious.
We'll talk about that later.
They may get him for the face mask that came out late.
Yeah. Either way, it's going to be a Ram Pharmacy first down. Cooper with a nice run there. And they will get it on Kenyon Higgins. So, where did he step out of bounds is my question. Let's see where the 15 goes, and then I'll tell you. So they're going to take it to the 47, so they had him step out at the 32. So that's a gain of 26, and then stick 15 on the backside of that.
James, we have a final. Covington Catholic has defeated Boyle County.
Wow, that's the upset of the year. Wow. That is huge. Covington Catholic knocks off what many people, including this guy right here, said could win all 6 classification of the Rebels.
Oh, man.
Here's Bloss. He's going to pick up a few and a little extra, and then it's going backward for a hold on the backside. These guys think they're getting paid by the flag.
So now if you're a team like Corbin.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you like where you stand.
Oh, yeah. Covington Catholics. Yeah, they're going to get Raceland for a chop. And if in order for it to be a chop, I think at the college and the high school level, it has to be 2 players engaged on one.
2 players engaged on one, and then you can't go low.
Right. That used to not be illegal because they used to coach us that.
So they got to walk. Yeah, they're going to get the 15 they got on the personal foul a moment ago. They're going to give it right back.
But you know what? Over the past few years, we've had a lot of rules be implicated. I think that's one of the better ones that I like.
Yeah, I think so too. Because again, you get guys, especially for the knees.
Oh man, it's brutal.
So 1st and 25. 5.5 to go. Here's Cooper trying to get to the outside, and he's going to get gang tackled. Good push up the middle by Hazard. Cooper never had a chance
to
get that one moving forward.
I got a little context, though, James. Boyle County was going in for a touchdown and fumbled out of the back of the end zone.
Oh, a touchback. So a loss of 1 by Cooper.
It proves that you could be the regular season champ, but nobody will remember you.
That's right. 2nd and 26 for the Rams. 4:40 to go on a rolling clock. Handoff. That's to Bloss. He'll get the 35 on a gain of 4, 3rd down and long. So, again, the game everybody is waiting to find out about. We're trying to get updates for KCD and Newport because that will dictate the team that Raceland will play next week. If KCD hangs on, Raceland will go to KCD. If KCD loses, then Raceland will go to Campbellsville. 3rd and 22 on an empty set. Waller lets this one fly, and it's deflected off the hands of Rousey, and then a penalty marker flies on the back end. That's going to be another one on the Rams. That may be on Evan Burrows, and if it is, that's his second.
No, this is going to be,
yeah.
old.
They just declined a personal foul penalty. Yeah, that's 4th down. That would have been his second. He got one earlier down here.
I know. Well, our friends down at Prestonsburg are not going to be playing Black Friday football.
Somerset got him.
Somerset 23-6.
Good season by the Black Cats.
Yeah.
Ball tumbles out of bounds.
Oh, my goodness.
And we get a lot of contact between Max Burton and then Javon White as they were locked up from about the 40-yard line, and this game's getting out of hand.
That's an easy personal foul against Hazard. And if it's offsetting, that's a shame. Even the Hazard radio people over here saying he just dumped him on his head.
So into the – let's see where we're going to put the football first off, and then it's going backward from there. So it looks like they're standing at the 36. So it'll be 15 from the end of the play. So from there, it should go back to the 21-yard line. Still waiting for a football.
That was ridiculous, really.
And now they're asking from the 32 or the 31. Okay, they're going to walk it from the 32. So then we'll do 15 from that spot. Should take it to the 17.
I don't understand what they're doing.
Now they're going to mark it from the 38. Math's hard for some people.
Not for you.
Yeah. Heaven forbid you look at those white little tick marks all over the field. All right, so 15 yards takes it back to the 23. And makes it 1st down and 10. Pelfrey fumbles this one, picks it up, throws it out, far sideline. Jonah Arnett had a beat on it and was thinking pick 6. They were lucky to get that one brought in.
Oh, yeah. Just got to update Newport's driving.
That's big. A win by Newport would send Raceland to Sayre next week. No, let's see. No, that would send Raceland to Campbellsville.
Okay, I don't want that to happen then.
No. Pelfrey, pressure coming.
Ooh.
And Marucci just about destroyed Connor Holbrook. Pelfrey threw it right into the position of where Marucci was guarding. Marucci kept him upright. He could have sawed him off, though. And Shannon Marucci, very smart there to keep him upright, not delivering through that punishing blow that he could have given him.
So apparently we had some people on Twitter give out some wrong scores.
Okay.
Covington Catholic leads Boyle County 28-24. The minute 14 to go, they have it 3rd and short.
Somebody on Twitter lied? Don't say.
But the crazy thing, though, is there was 4 or 5 people. Trusted people.
Pressure coming up the middle. Pelfrey lets this one fly, and it's knocked down.
Man, McKee's played great.
Austin McKee finishes it off. That's what you're supposed to do right there. A big play, and then you walk over and you help each other up. You pat each other on the backside and say, good play.
Yeah.
They were looking for Connor Holbrook. That's been the guy that they've had to go to in the absence of losing their main wide receiver of Gavin Johnson. So 4th down coming up.
If you're a Hazard player, do you let intrusive thought to win here. If you're the punter, you don't even punt it. You just take off running. If I'm going to go down, I'm going to get my one carry in the game.
This is a senior back here, and he tried to throw it last week.
Yeah, no, I'd take off running with it.
He did try to throw this last week. And he sends this one to the moon. That's a great kick from Higgins.
Man. You ain't kidding.
It will take a backward bounce, but, man, what a heck of a kick there by Kenyon Higgins.
That was a college hang time there.
Yeah, we could have put a clock on that one. And that's kicking with the wind at his back, too. So let's see. We'll take it down to the 41-yard line. 3:20 to go in a game that feels like it's been molasses in the wintertime of Alaska in the second half.
Molasses. I never heard that one. James and his analogies.
Stuff's got the consistency of 30 weight in the wintertime.
My favorite is death by BBs and paper cuts.
Oh, that's it. It's been pretty close to that here. I'll bring out my Red Ryder BB gun next week. Black Friday football on tap for the Rams, and we get a false start on the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
The question is not if, it's where. The Rams will be on the road next week.
Well, if we're going to Campbellsville, I'm going to Buc-ee's.
So of course you're going to Buc-ee's.
Have you been to Buc-ee's?
I have not been to Buc-ee's.
You need to get a brisket on the block.
I've seen the videos of. I want to see fresh brisket because I want to hear them scream. And you know that I am a massive
barbecue guy.
I love me some brisket.
Yes.
Okay, I believe it is official now. Covington Catholic has beat Boyle County 31-28.
Maybe people could just see the future.
Maybe so.
Oh, man.
What a run by Aiden Cooper near sideline with a man to beat. He turns on the Jets down the sideline with a stiff arm, and Aiden Cooper's going to the house. Are there any flags? No flags on the play. 64 yards for Aiden Cooper. And believe it or not, that is not his longest rushing touchdown of the season. It's one shy of 65 that he had against Fairview. But either way, an extra point for putting the clock in motion, the final 3:07. What a run there from Aiden Cooper as the senior tailback goes the distance for his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. And a Brent Rower Nationwide Insurance touchdown will close things out on a great note here for the senior class on their final home game here on the turf. Extra point is up and is true. And it's 35-0 with 3:07 to go. We're back after this on Kool TV.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Back at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth, James Collier, Spencer Hutchinson. Happy to have you along with us here as Aiden Cooper, 64 yards to the house on the first play from scrimmage on that drive. His second longest rush of the season. And Raceland makes it 35-0 and a running clock, the final 3:07 here.
So if KCD holds on, my understanding, Raceland goes to Campbellsville.
If KCD holds on, Raceland will go to KCD because Sayre is number 2, Campbellsville is number 3.
Okay.
So Campbellsville has won, Sayre has won, so Sayre would host Campbellsville next week. Raceland would go to KCD.
Okay.
In a rematch of last year's semifinals. If Newport upsets KCD, then Raceland goes to Campbellsville next week, and Sayre would play host to Newport.
Man, this has been the longest game.
Yes. Yes, it has. So let's see where they're going to get the football. I think at the 34. So just some pleasantries to finish things out here, but a heck of a season by this Hazard Bulldogs team. A hat tip to Matthew Chandler, the head coach for this Bulldogs team. A 1-10 team last year. He takes over in his first head coaching position, and he turns it into an 8-4 season that takes it into the regional championship. Austin McKee was feasting like a turkey on Thanksgiving on that one. He thought he was to the house untouched on a pick 6. Instead, it's incomplete. KCD has the football with 1:32 left, leading 14-12. My buddy Ron Keaton keeping us up to date on that game as well. And we get a neutral zone infraction there. It's on Chris Crum, our new nose tackle in there on the football game. More penalties on the Rams. Tonight, Raceland has been flagged 13 times for 139 yards.
That was not on Crum.
It wasn't? Okay.
Well, either way, James, they'll have to clean that up if they're going to go on the road next week and get a win.
All right, so 12 times for 134. This Blankenship is spun in the hole.
Brought down by 35.
Take him out to the 31, another 30-yard line on a gain of 1. But as I was saying here, 134 yards. The most the Rams had been flagged was against Paris. That was 10 times for 105. The 12 penalties is the most they've had this season. They were hit 11 times against Newport Central Catholic for 85 yards.
Yeah, some of those flags against Paris, though, were just
god-awful. No way to say
Terrible.
it. Here's Blankenship on a pitch out to the right, trying to survey and get upfield, can't do so. Give a hat tip to that young man, too, in a heck of a career that he has had.
Yes.
Coming into this season, he had 34 carries for 223 yards and a touchdown. This year, Blankenship goes over 1,000 yards on 226 totes and 10 touchdowns.
Kind of wonder if Hazard's going to.
That's gonna do it. There's no reason to snap it again. This one's all but finished. As the Raceland Rams are going to move on to Black Friday football, a region championship here at home. It's the third time Raceland has shut out Hazard. The first time back in 1987, 31-0. They did it 2 years ago, or last year down in Hazard in a 43-0 win. They do it here tonight, picking up their second win in as many meetings in the postseason, 35-0. Raceland defeats Hazard. The Rams will head off to either KCD or to Campbellsville. We'll know once we get into postgame. We'll let you know on the other side of the break. We step out for a break. Postgame when we return after this here on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Painesville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
$35-0 as we welcome you back here in the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table as the Hazard Bulldogs picking up the runner-up trophy here in the semifinals. It is a final. Raceland will head to KCD next week as the Bearcats have held off the Newport Surge 14-12.
Regional champions, your Raceland Rams.
So great look there, field level. Our steady cam. Hat tip to my entire crew tonight. I can't say enough about the kids here that worked their butts off tonight in these freezing cold temperatures. Guys, these are high school kids that's doing this. That is what this program is doing here at Raceland. I just give them the stuff and let them go. They go do the greatness that you see on your screen. But Cam Bryan, Skylar Gallion, Lily Stevens, Sheila Martinez battling the elements out there to bring you all of this great coverage that you're seeing here on your screen. I couldn't do it without them. My executive producer all season long has been my son, Trey Collier. He takes care of doing all the switching and the updating of the scoreboard. Like I said, I mean, they make my job easy. But this was a absolute pleasure to have an opportunity to do this tonight. See you, buddy. But let's run through our scoring plays. It was 7-0 at the half. Raceland's lone touchdown came with 2:24 to go in the first quarter. That was Landon Stiltner on a 3-yard run. And it was just defensively a sound game by both teams in the first 24 minutes. But the Rams dented the scoreboard and got things rolling in the second half. Jonah Arnett goes in from 5 yards out, makes it 14-0 with 9:50 to play in the third. Arnett goes in for the second touchdown of the ball game. This one a 7-yard scamper. 2-point or extra point is blocked, 20-0. We go to the fourth quarter. Browson Risey goes in from 6 yards out, 28-0 on the 2-point conversion. And then Aiden Cooper dashes 64 yards to the house. 35-0 your final score here in this one. We'll step out for a break. We come back, we'll get our statistics. We'll talk with head coach Mike Sammons, and we'll preview next week. Rams are going to KCD. We'll break everything down for the Final Four in Class A next on Kool TV.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth, James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight. Raceland defeats Hazard 35-0. The Rams on to next week. They'll play Black Friday football. They head to KCD as KCD holds off Newport 14-12. So here's how things set up for next week. Sayre with a win over Pikeville tonight, 21-6. They will play host to Campbellsville, who came from behind to beat Newport Central Catholic with 12 seconds left. 27-24. So the top 4 teams advance into the Final Four. It'll be a rematch of last year's semifinals between the Rams and the Bearcats of KCD. Sayre was defeated by Raceland in the regional round last year. So Sayre will move on for their first ever Final Four berth, and they will play Campbellsville, who was also in the Final Four last year. So 3 of the 4 teams from last year's Final Four in Sayre. The new team that comes in defeating the 3-time defending champion Pikeville Panthers 21-6. Let's take a look at our numbers in this one. Hazard this evening held to 64 total yards of offense, 38 on the ground, 26 through the air. They were 2 of 13 on third downs, 0 of 1 on fourth down tries. They were held to 3 first downs in the contest. They were flagged 8 times for 80 yards. They punted the ball 9 times tonight for an average of 29.8 a kick. Football tonight, they had it for 15 minutes and 29 seconds. For the Rams, 314 yards on the ground, 65 through the air for a total of 379. 3 of 14 on third down tries tonight. They were 3 of 7 on fourth down opportunities. Again, 18 first downs on the ball game tonight. The Rams did punt 4 times this evening, and it's been a while since they've done so in that category. The last time they punted 4 times or more was against Newport Central Catholic all the way back at the end of September. Rams had it for 30 minutes and 4 seconds in the winning effort. Individual numbers looks like this. Max Pelfrey calls it a career, 6 of 19 tonight for 26 yards. He finishes with over 7,300 in his stellar career. Connor Holbrook, 1 carry for 3 yards. Memphis Blankenship, 17 for 48. Holbrook caught 3 balls for 12 yards. Fullwood had 2 for 12. Waller tonight, 8 of 16 for 65 yards. Jonah Arnett caught 4 of those for 52. Aiden Cooper gets his first 100-yard rushing game for the Rams. 8 carries for 129, 64 on our final touchdown of the ball game. Shannon Marucci, 15 for 54. Landon Stiltner had 10 for 32 before going down with an injury. Jonah Arnett, 11 for 64. 35-0, your final score. We'll step out for a break. We come back, we'll grab head coach Mike Sammons, get some thoughts from him, and we'll break things up and call it a season here at home as the Rams will be on the road next week, headed to Louisville. They'll play Kentucky Crunchier Day in the state semifinals on Friday. We'll talk about it when we return after this here on Kool TV.
I got kicked off campus, but they let me back on because my dad knew the dean.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that meaty, treaty, zesty, bestie, garlic saucing. Give me that dippy, doughy, melty topping, pepperoncini popping. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Give me that foldy, pepperoni, tantalizing. Give me that choco chicky, sticky, sweetie, hypnotizing. Give me that dippy, drippy, drummy, rippy, Papa wanging. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some. Now I'm talking about Yeah.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth, final score here tonight. Raceland wins it 35-0 over Hazard. So the Rams moved their record all-time against Hazard to 8-1. Again, their lone loss coming back in 1989. They fell in that game 18-14. This is the third time they have blanked Hazard, though. They did it first back in 1987 in a 31-0 win. They did it last year down in Hazard 43-0. The second time they've met in the playoffs, the last time was in 2022. That was a 17-14 win. Not quite that here tonight after a 7-0 ball game at the half turns into a running clock with 3 minutes to go in regulation as Aiden Cooper dashes 64 yards to the house and wraps things up for the Rams here this evening. Still waiting for Mike Sammons to come up top to talk to us. He's still down on the field. So we're going to take one final break. If Coach comes up, we'll do it. If not, we're going to wrap things up here on a cold night in Ramland. Rams are region champs. They'll play Black Friday football next Friday down in Louisville. We'll preview everything when we return after this on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back here at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table, James Carr, happy to have you along with us here, waiting for Mike Sammons to get up here. He's doing some pictures down on the field. You can See them there on the left-hand side of your screen. Getting some pictures with the family and the Region Championship trophy. So the top 4 seeds have advanced in Class Single A football tonight. So the Raceland Rams will go to Louisville and play Kentucky Country Day. It was the #1 team in the RPI. And Sayre will play host to Campbellsville. There was only one possible route that the Rams could be a 4 seed, and that's the route that happened. There was one possible way of being a 3 or 1 seed and a 4 seed, and the 4 seed is the one that played out. So Raceland will be Road Warriors. They will play at KCD next week. We'll be with you for audio-only coverage from down in the Catbird's Nest down in Louisville. No, you're good. All right, joining me now here in postgame, head coach Mike Sammons. Coach, a gutsy win here tonight, 7-0 at the half. What was the talk at halftime?
Yeah, I mean, so our motto's kind of been, the first 5 minutes of the third quarter really set the tone for the second half per se, and we had the ball. We just couldn't do nothing with it. I think we ended up with like a 4th and short, and our defense was playing so well, and we had the wind at the time, and so special teams flipped the game, and so that's kind of what we were trying to focus on, trying to take advantage of the second half and exert our effort and exert our body blows. Took us a while, but they played off in the end.
Yeah, you could really see that late third quarter into the fourth quarter. You could see you were just laying on them the entire time, and you could see those plays that were not going for gains in the first half really started to open up.
Yeah, like I said, our strength is in numbers and our depth and our ability to just run a lot of bodies at you on both sides of the ball. And, the weather conditions tonight played a little bit of part, kind of took away some of the things that, we'd practiced on the week, or maybe some things that we were hoping to do and we just couldn't do tonight, and ended up living in a power football game. But, again, whatever the dictation, whatever the situation dictates to is what we want to do. And I felt like tonight that gave us our team the best chance to win. And, again, as the game went on and on and on, we really laid on them. And, we were able to hit a couple big runs at the end.
Something you and I, we've talked about a couple of times coming in toward this week. This is a game to where you had to find a way to get Jonah Arnett the football, whether it was in the passing game, whether it was in the rushing game. There in the second half, you really got him involved in the running attack, and it paid off big.
Yeah, I mean, Jonah's an electric player for us, one of the playmakers, a guy who's going to touch the ball for us. Just look at your stats here. It looks like he had 11, 4, 15 touches tonight, so that's a pretty big night for him. You also talking about a guy who plays every single snap of defense, so really big night for him. Really proud of Aiden Cooper, who just kind of stays the course, man. He just keeps pounding and keeps working, and he's been in and out of some injuries, and he has some explosiveness, and I think tonight people started to see that. So I was super, super proud of him and what he's done for our football team, and really glad to see him kind of put the nail in the coffin, so to speak, tonight.
Yeah, his first game as a member of the Rams, going over 100 yards, that 64-yarder there. His second longest run of the season, his longest run 65 at Fairview. But he really showed off that speed. He blew past that guy with a stiff arm at the 20.
Yeah, he's really explosive, and like I said, I think that was just a product of us eventually laying on him and wearing on him and hitting them, and maybe a 1-yard gain early was a 3-yard gain late, and maybe it was a 7-yard, and then you keep hitting 13-yarders, and then bam, you hit a home run. And so that's kind of how we're built. That's kind of how we had to play the game tonight. Next week may dictate something else, but that's how it played out tonight. And so just really proud of our guys for really gritting in there. Obviously, we had some penalties that kind of, inopportune times, and even in the orange zone that we call it, just kind of, prevented us from putting some points on the board when we needed to. But those are things we'll learn from. Again, we got 7 more days together, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, 12 penalties tonight for a total of 134 yards. Those are season highs in both categories, and, again, a lot of those 15-yarders.
Yeah, that's not going to work. We had multiple chop blocks tonight, just miscommunication on the line of scrimmage. We had multiple personal fouls. We had first series of the game, we had a personal foul actually on the first play that didn't get caught, and then 3 or 4 plays later we get it. And just being undisciplined at times, 134 yards get you beat in 7 days. So those are something we have to focus on and make sure that we get corrected.
You're going to take a familiar trip. You're headed to KCD next week. KCD hangs on with a 14-12 win over Newport. Sayre defeated Pikeville tonight. They will play host to Campbellsville, 21-6. The Spartans over the three-time defending state champs, but a familiar trip down to Louisville against KCD.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know how many times we played them in school history. I know once in recent memory. I think they said back in maybe the older days we played them one other time. But, yeah, I mean, same game as a year ago, same place at their place. And I know they've had a phenomenal season. I don't exactly know what their record is. I know they won their district. They had a first-round bye. Then they won last week over Holy Cross in a close game. And then you said they beat Newport tonight?
Yeah, 14-12.
Oh, wow, close game. I think that was at KCD, right?
That was at KCD.
Yeah, so – again, every new week's a challenge. I know they're doing some things different. We'll go back in there. I'm sure our guys have probably already got the film on down there and trying to learn from it. But we'll figure out what gives our team the best chance to win. Obviously, we're extremely grateful and excited to be going in 7 days. We'll go anywhere, wherever we can go to play football.
Have bus, we'll travel.
Have team, have yellow bus. There's no school this week, especially on Friday after Thanksgiving, so the bus situation gets a little better. We have team. We'll travel far, travel early, wherever it takes us. Obviously, we're really excited.
I went back to my article that I wrote about this game back on October 4th, and one of the quotes you said in that game, you felt like that you had the bus moving in the right direction. You wasn't for sure that you had everybody in the right seats. Are the people in the right seats going into next week?
Yeah, we feel like we've certainly been able to get people in the right seats, and I think the most important thing is people in the seats that are pulling for the person beside them, the person in front of them, the person behind them. People in the bus are all pulling in the same direction. I think right now that's probably the most powerful thing that our football team has going for them. Those last recent weeks, we've been able to throw the ball around the yard. Tonight, that wasn't the game. I don't know how many rush attempts we had here. It looked like we had 50-some rush
54 rushing attempts.
And our wide receivers really weren't part of it. Good. Whatever it takes for the team to win is what it's about. And those guys know that. I think I'm really proud of that locker room down there having such a team-first approach. The no egos, the people pulling for each other, people being on the right seats on the bus and taking the bus in the same direction is what allows things like this to happen. And so we're extremely grateful and excited, and we're ready to get to KCD in 7 days.
I want to talk to you about one last guy. He was the last guy walking off the field, a senior, Austin McKee.
Yeah.
He has drawn the guy who is the leading receiver every single week. I talked to him today in class. I said, you got 6 today? He goes, yeah, because 14's hurt. Mm-hmm. But just phenomenal tonight. He had one, I said he was licking his chops with some turkey over here. He thought he had a pick 6 right in his hands, and it got through. But the progression he's made from sophomore year to now being one of those vocal guys on that leadership on the senior side of the defense, just been huge.
Yeah, I mean, Austin, we have 10 seniors. Dylan is out for the season with an injury, so we have 9 seniors in uniform tonight. Austin's pretty much been a special teams defensive player for us, and he has been, just so valuable in what he does for our football team. He draws the number 1 receiver, every single game. It'll be no different next Friday. I don't even know, what they do, but we'll figure that out. But just really proud of him and his legacy that he's left here in the program, and he's still writing his story. But that senior group have been really good. They're not necessarily vocal leaders. I don't know that I would look at one guy and say he's the leader of our football team. I think that goes back to what I said a few minutes ago. There's power in numbers, and our guys are powerful together, and I think they're close and they pull for each other. And so that's kind of where we get our leadership from. We don't necessarily say, hey, this guy's our leader or that guy's our leader. It's kind of all of us in the same direction working together. And so they've formed a bond. And so I think you see that out there when they cheer for each other and try to celebrate for each other. And it really, it carries over from the locker room onto the field, not the other way around. And so really proud of that, and it's been reflected in our play. That's one of the reasons why, I think at one time, you probably know better than me, but I think we were 1-3. Is that right?
Yep.
So
1-3 through the first 4.
Yeah, long season. I think I was preaching that. I was selling that. Our staff was selling that. We felt like we had really, really good football players. We still feel that way. We just didn't have no experience, and we got it, and we got it fast. We got it in a vacuum, I think was the word I used at the time, and it's paid off. And so I'm really proud of them, and onward we go.
I want to throw a number out to you tonight because this score right here will probably catch you off guard. The LCA game, a huge game for you guys there to close out the regular season. 25-13, you come up short. They beat Mayfield tonight, 49-7.
Wow.
Yeah, that says a lot.
Yeah, what Highlands winning tonight?
I have not seen a Highland score.
Yeah, just product of the schedule. We played really good people all year long. We have been in very, very adverse conditions at times. Our football team has been very, very uncomfortable at times. And because we were uncomfortable, we've been able to grow. And that's what you see tonight. Being in those moments aren't ideal. Those aren't moments that kids want, or maybe even today's society don't encourage, but they are what's required for growth. And those storms are what it's about, and that's what helped us get here. And we're excited to take that experience and face any other storms we may get in 7 days.
Highlands won 42-18 over Pulaski County tonight.
Yeah,
so
yeah, you're talking about some teams that we played that are
2 teams you played in the Final Four of their respective classifications.
In the Final Four,
That'll get it done most nights.
Yes, sir.
Black Friday turkey's going to taste a little better, Coach. We'll make the trip with you down to Louisville next week. Nice win tonight. Hey, can you join me on my show in the morning? I'll give you a phone call.
Oh,
you don't have to come in.
I do a little better in the studio. That way, if I go to the studio, I can swing in Chick-fil-A breakfast.
Well, I'm not going to be in the studio in the morning though, so I got. But you still go to Chick-fil-A, and I'll call you from Chick-fil-A.
That's fine. No problem, James. I really appreciate everything, and obviously, conditions tonight were poor for our fans. Hopefully, you had a good number on the stream side.
Yes.
I had no idea what it was, but I thought our fans were electric tonight. We had our cheer and band and dance, and just a lot of school spirit about what we're doing right now. So. Just really special. One thing about the senior class, 4 regional championships in a row. This is 4 years in a row that we've been playing on.
I'd say Ron Keaton's already got the printing press going.
I haven't heard from Ron. I'm sure he has. He's about 100 yards from where we're sitting. But
he's probably already got it going.
Yeah, but we're really, really excited. Really thankful for those opportunities and the growth in our program, and we're going to put our best foot forward, lay it on the line in 7 days.
Coach, take care. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Raceland Coach Mike Salmon joining us here in post-game coverage. That's it for us here tonight. First off, I want to give a big hat tip to my entire crew this evening. They battled the elements. These 4, again, members of my media staff here at Raceland Worthington High School. Sheila Martinez, she was on the top camera where the high winds were blowing her around like a rag doll tonight. Down on the field level, we had Lily Stevens and Skylar Gallion on the end zone cameras. Cam Bryan was the guy that was out there running all over the place. You saw him in the huddles, in the end zones, doing everything with the Steadicam. Phenomenal job by those 4 this evening, as all, again, battling out the elements this evening all the way through. Greatly appreciate all that they've done. And then the guy to my left here, my executive producer all season long, my son Trey Collier, phenomenal job by him all season long. We want to thank all of our great sponsors for being with us this season, as this will be our final TV game for football. Next week will be audio only. They will not allow us to stream down in Louisville, but I will be standing up in the crow's nest if it hasn't fallen down from the last time I was up there. I think it was held together with a couple of rusty bolts and a nut. But if they've got some place for us to stand, we'll call it. We'll battle the elements to bring you the call of the action from KCD, as that'll be the next opponent for the Rams, with a trip to Kroger Field on the line, and that first Friday in December on the line. Again, thanks to everyone for tuning in. We had great numbers all the way through. Of course, all the great folks down in Hazard tuning in tonight. Heck of a season that you guys put together. 8-5. You'll finish it up under your first-year head coach of Matt Chandler. A phenomenal job and a great turnaround after a 1-10 season last year. That's it for us, guys. A great happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Enjoy the time. And we'll talk to you next Friday night from Louisville. For Trey Collier, Skylar Gallion, Lily Stevens, Sheila Martinez, and Cam Bryan, along with my color guy tonight of Spencer Hutchinson, I'm James Collier saying so long from Ram Stadium.
Thank you for watching another Raceland Rams football broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Raceland Rams football has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.